cold didn't used to affect me. The last couple of years. from you again.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
All my crap in there. Yeah.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, 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 test.
I thought he was kidding.
Myself.
Test 1, 2. The pizza box on it right now. Okay. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
looking for Keenan Webb, has a step on the receiver, and it's good at the 10, 5, touchdown, Guthrie Blue. Jones looking for Keenan Webb, has a step on the receiver, and it's good at the 10, 5, touchdown, Guthrie Bluejays. And the Guthrie Bluejays are state champions for the first time in school history, and they are celebrating on the field.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Duncan takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander across the 5 to the 1. Touchdown! Ida Alexander. And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions, and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callens. Callens looking for throw. Wide open. Blaze Hastings. Can they connect? He does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band
on the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up mics. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2018 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Guthrie North Church. Love God, love people, follow Jesus. Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Your life is our life's work. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Bluejay football is also brought to you by F&M Bank, Signal Financial Management, Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Nelson Monument Company, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Boston, a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
The Class 5A Oklahoma High School playoffs begin tonight as the Guthrie Blue Jays go for a round one victory on the road in Stevens County. Good evening, I'm Chris Evans, and this is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Halliburton Stadium in Duncan, Oklahoma, for tonight's contest between the Duncan Demons and the Guthrie Blue Jays. Joining me here in a few minutes with the call of the game will be Phil Nichols, Parker Burnett, and Craig Fleck. We broadcast on 93.7 FM and online at Guthrie Sports Page, Guthrie News Page, and the Guthrie News Page mobile app. Guthrie enters with an 8-2 overall record, winners of 2 in a row, and finished third in the tough district of 5A2. Duncan is coming off an emotional home win last week over Altus to finish second in District 5A1. The Demons have also won 2 games in a row and carry in a 9-1 record. Time now for opening timeout as we count you down to kickoff. Next, we take a look at the Duncan Demons. You're listening to the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show in Duncan on the Blue Jay Radio Network.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right. Take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Accepting the loss of a loved one is the hardest thing we will ever have to do. At Nelson Monument Company, formerly Warren Monument Company, we aim to make selecting a memorial an easy and healing process. With our compassionate service, state-of-the-art design software, and our new and improved facility, we offer the best overall experience in the industry. Nelson Monument Company, located at 5305 South Division Street in Guthrie. Give us a call at 405-282-3220.
Hi, this is Asa Nelson, and from our family to yours, we would be honored to gain your trust.
Welcome back. Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues on Hot 93.7 FM. Oklahoma Farm Bureau is your central location for all your insurance needs. Contact Mayor Roberts at 282-2266, Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Many Class 5A football fans and media members just knew the Guthrie Blue Jay football program would be making the long haul to Altus for a first-round playoff game. However, the Duncan Demons had other ideas. Duncan surprised the fourth-ranked Bulldogs with a 42-21 senior night win that claimed the second spot in District 5A1 and a home game against the Blue Jays. For Duncan, the win over Altus is their marquee win of the season and finished 9-1 in the regular season. Duncan took advantage of 2 first-half turnovers from Altus, resulting in 14 points and a halftime lead of 35-14. The Demons start the season by winning their first 7 games on the schedule, which has helped propel them to their best season since 1997. That year, they started the season by going 8-0. Their lone setback came on October 18th this season with a road loss to second-ranked Ardmore, 34-7. In Week 8, Duncan removed some frustrations by taking down Lawton MacArthur 24-13 and won for the first time in that series in 9 seasons. Duncan on offense is led by quarterback Jackson Gregston, running back J.J. Harris, and athlete Tate Wilkins. Harris, who also plays at the linebacker spot on defense, played junior high football in Guthrie before moving to Duncan just before his freshman season. Harris was arguably the best player for the junior high Jays. Next, a look at Class 5A playoff bracket and games. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
The Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues next.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Welcome back. Chris Evans with you on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Time now to take a look at the Round 1 games in Class 5A. Well, 32 teams started the season in 5A back in August, and now here in November, we have cut the field down to 16 teams. After tonight, there will be 8 teams remaining. Class 5A saw 3 teams go 10-0 in the regular season with Carl Albert, Ardmore, and Collinsville. Tahlequah and Duncan lost just once. The top of the bracket looks like this. Piedmont travels to Ardmore. The Wildcats defeated Woodward last week to punch their ticket to the playoffs. Despite a 4-6 season, Coweta is in the playoffs and travels to Tahlequah. Skytook is at 5A 3 district winner Bishop Kelly. The winner of that game will have a second-round matchup with either Altus or Bishop McGuinness. The Irish and Bulldogs is no doubt the game of the week here in Class 5A. Both teams enter with an 8-2 records and have spent majority of the season ranked in the top 5. The bottom of the bracket looks like this. The Carl Albert Titans and their 32-game winning streak is hosting El Reno. The Indians are back in the playoffs for the first time since 2009. The winner of that game will play the winner between 6-4 Edison Prep and 6-4 Claremore. Collinsville, the District 5A 4 district champions, is hosting 5-5 Ada, and of course the Blue Jays are here in Duncan. The winner between Guthrie and Duncan will likely be headed to Collinsville next week for round 2. There are several great games across the state in all different classes, and we'll be sure to keep you posted throughout the night on scores and second round playoff matchups. Next, Phil, Parker, and Craig join me as we get set for the Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game, the Mercy Health Report, and the kickoff between Guthrie and Duncan, round 1 of the playoffs. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When it's time to buy your next new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, please think of John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie. We're just right around the corner from where the Blue Jays win football games. We work, shop, and worship in the same community as you. John Vance and his family and employees are usually in the stands rooting for the Blue Jays, just like you. So keep us in mind and know we'd appreciate your business and promise to show it.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
I-35, exit 153 in Guthrie.
John Vance Auto Group.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the call of tonight's game. Here's Chris Evans, Casey Porter, Phil Nichols, and Craig Fleck.
The Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues here in Halliburton Stadium, Duncan, Oklahoma. Here in a matter of moments, we'll have tonight's national anthem performed here by the Duncan High School Band. Then we'll dig more into this Guthrie Duncan first-round playoff game. Downstairs with tonight's national anthem.
Let's go!
And there is tonight's national anthem, nicely performed by the Duncan High School Marching Band. Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues here. Halliburton Stadium, Stevens County, Duncan, Oklahoma. Parker Burnett down on the field. Kelly Lynn's on the computer to my left. Craig Fleck with the stats tonight. Phil Nichols to my right. And upstairs with our video camera tonight is Braden Russell as we get set for round one. There's 32 teams that begin in Class 5A football. Phil, 16 teams playing tonight across 5A football. 8 will be left, and this is one of those good ones. There's some 10-0, get some 6-4 teams, but this is one of the good ones.
Well, I think this has the potential to be one of the best ball games across the state of Oklahoma. Now you got two teams we think very evenly matched. Of course, the Oklahoman, I believe, picked the Blue Jays to win tonight, 21-20. I believe that's correct. Chris, is that right? Our good friend Jacob Unruh made that choice, but it's and I think it could be that kind of ball game, right?
Yeah, and it's amazing, like when media makes scores like that, how teams like Duncan, when you look at Duncan, last 5 years, 3-7, 4-6, 4-6, 3-7, 3-6, boom, this year 9-1. It is like Guthrie 2002, 2001, 2003. They can't wait to get to the game. They are dissecting the other opponent. They got all their new gear. As soon as the ticket gate gets, they order their tickets early. When the gates open, they can't get here fast enough. There is a lot of distractions. Guthrie went through this when they were building their program up. There was a lot of distractions out there, and Coach Cobble, in his first season here, Duncan's did a good job. He said one of his goals this week is to eliminate some of those distractions and keep your eye on the field because Guthrie's a good team.
Yeah, and I mean, it's exciting. This is what high school sports is all about. It's what high school football is all about. We've talked about this in Guthrie over the years. It really lifts up a community. I mean, it is a bigger thing than just a football game on a Friday night with a bunch of kiddos down there playing, but I mean, this stand over here on the Demon side is just completely packed already, which is fun to see. Of course, Blue Jay fans notorious, home or away, they're late comers, Chris. They always come in right about kickoff time, but this is a great atmosphere. We're walking around, putting up mic stands and stuff tonight, and there is a buzz on the Demon side of the ball, no doubt about it.
And Parker, get your initial thoughts here. Halliburton Stadium, Duncan has waited a long time to not only be a home playoff game, but in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to be ready for this one. I mean, you get Guthrie coming into your house. That's a top tier opponent in 5A. They're definitely going to be ready for you.
And you look at Duncan this year. They started the season off 7-0, and the schedule wasn't very tough.
Right.
But when you look at Duncan, I'm at 3 wins, 4 wins over the last few years. But it has been a long, long time since a Duncan team beat MacArthur and Altus in the same year, and they've done that already. An emotional win last week on this field.
Well, I think I read somewhere it's been 9 years since they defeated Lawton MacArthur, and as you said, I think the only people in the state that thought they were going to win that game last week was Duncan.
Yes.
I mean, it was an upset without question. You know, a football team that's going through some adversity, lost what many people would argue is probably their best player on defense, if not on offense, just all-around good football player. And, you know, those are the kind of things that you either tear a team apart or bring them together. It appears like it's really brought these kids from Duncan together.
Yeah, that injured player is the kid, last name Babineau, suffered a knee injury, an ACL injury in Week 7 against El Reno, in a game that was pretty much over with when the injury occurred. Of course, you never like any injuries, and that doesn't mean the coaches made the wrong decision.
No.
It's just how the game is sometimes. So it was not, but he was their top running back. He was a linebacker, and he shared some time. He helped him and J.J. Harris. Of course, many Guthrie fans probably remember the name of J.J. Harris, junior high, 7th and 8th grade in Guthrie before coming over here to Duncan. But it was J.J. Harris and Babineau on running the football, J.J. Harris and Babineau on defense. Now J.J. without his sidekick. But Duncan still got plenty of athletes to help out J.J.
A lot of speed, a lot of good athletes, a lot of experienced players. Very similar to the Guthrie team. You know, a lot of 3-year starters on this Duncan team, a lot of 3-year starters on the Blue Jay team. Of course, you talk about J.J., I think it's be kind of a consensus. J.J. was probably the best all-around football player on that junior high 7th and 8th grade team that had so much success for the Blue Jays. Of course, those kids now are seniors for the Jays, as well as J.J. obviously is a senior, and just a first-rate kid. But J.J. has a big game tonight. That'll go a long ways to getting Duncan to the second round. Of course, Blue Jays got to stop their old buddy, their old friend, to go to the second round of playoffs, and that adds a little intrigue to this ball game for darn sure for the kids down on the field.
And J.J., when he's done with football, he'll go right into wrestling, and he finished 3rd in the state tournament last year. Good wrestler. You know, Coach Stevens would love to have J.J. Harris on the wrestling mat in Guthrie, but move away. That happens sometimes. I mean, he didn't move to Duncan to better his football career by any means. A lot of situations brought him here. So, anyway, the starting quarterback, and you'll see a couple quarterbacks tonight. Number 9 will be the starting quarterback, and he's the primary passing threat, and that's number 9, Jackson Gregson. He's a 6'1", 150-pound junior. Kind of won the quarterback job over the summertime, but also in there will be Tate Wilkins, a 5'11", 170-pound sophomore, and there's been a lot of Wilkins that have come through there, brothers, cousins, whatever it may be. And you got to be careful with Wilkins. Last week against Altus on this field here, it was a double pass that led to a touchdown score. So they got a lot of weapons. There's not that one stud like a Dominic Richardson out there, but there's 3 or 4 players. You got to know where they're at all times.
Yeah, I mean, they're a very deep, good, all-around football team that plays well together. They're an assignment football team. They do their job. They do exactly what they're told to do. The perfect football team if you're a high school football coach, right? They listen to you. They play their assignments. They know their responsibilities, and good teammates. So, Duncan, there's a reason why they're 9-1 on the year. There's the heck of a good high school football team.
Mentioned Coach Cobble in his first season here in Duncan has done a great job. Of course, his dad, Tom Cobble, has spent many seasons on the sideline. Enid, Chickasha, to name a few there, and he's also obviously helping his son a little bit on the sidelines. And Coach Cobble has come in here, done a great job of turning this program around. Again, remember, 3-7 last year, 4-6 the year before, 4-6 the year before, 3-7 the year before, 3-6 the year before, and now 9-1 all of a sudden. And you listen to him on Tuesday. He was really excited for this senior group who have never been in the playoffs their entire career, and they finally get to play a playoff game. So he feels like his team has put in a lot of work since the summertime and have been rewarded with this contest.
Of course, the Cobble family, as you've alluded to, Chris, just real football family, well known across the state for their accomplishments in football. Anywhere they go, they're going to bring a winning tradition. I noticed the other night on the roster showed Mr. Father Cobble as listed as a special advisor, I believe is the title. And boy, what a nice security blanket to have down there. When you got a dad that's as accomplished as he is, that's a great thing. But it's young Cobble's team. There's no doubt about that, and he's done a well of a job.
Absolutely. As we're about 6 minutes from kicking this one off, the Duncan band, the student body, it looks like there's some adults out there on the field.
They're
Santa Claus is out there as well, waiting for the Duncan Demons to come through the balloon to our right. The Duncan Demon football player and the Blue Jays are starting to come out a little bit of their little locker room to our left. Of course, Halliburton Stadium has kind of gone over some renovations over the years. It's an old stadium. You can kind of tell this was a beautiful stadium in the 80s and 90s, and now they renovated the press box not too long ago. So it's a very comfortable press box. Got a new turf down on the field. It was grass last time we were here. Now it's turfed, and so they made a lot of upgrades to Halliburton. It still has a little bit. Has some of its old parts and it has its new parts.
Yeah, it's a cool stadium. We were talking about, of course, Halliburton Stadium. They're obviously by the name we know where a lot of the sports came from over the years, but looks great. Good for the community to have this turf field down here, and just overall great environment.
Blue Jay captains slowly making their way to midfield. The Duncan captains are on the sideline as well. Parker Burnett, our sideline correspondent, will have the toss and the meeting of the captains here in just a little bit. As Duncan, you look at Guthrie offense, Jackson Waddell. Duncan has seen a lot of quarterbacks kind of like Jackson Waddell, the El Reno kid, very athletic, like Mack, Ardmore, Altus, all had pretty good at running quarterbacks, and so Jackson Waddell, they know all about him, and they know about Marcellus, and so we'll see how if Guthrie's offense can do it. But the Duncan coaches said there's a little bit more scheme that Guthrie has than the other team, so that's a compliment to Guthrie coaches as well.
Big time, and it's we've talked about it all year. From an offensive perspective, this isn't one of the more talented Guthrie teams. They've done their job, and a lot of it depends on who's going to do what.
By your team, be the captain. So if you got anybody that gets out of line on your team, we expect you guys to take care of that, okay? Help us out. You guys are captains for a reason, okay? Other than that, we'll back up and let you guys have some fun tonight. All right. We have a penalty flag down. We'll call you up, explain the office to you. A lot of times we'll look at the coach, but we'll call for somebody to come up. I got a heads and a tails. I'm going to let it hit the ground. What are you going to call?
Tails.
He's going to call tails. We're going to let it hit the ground. Tails, it's heads. Kick, receive, defend, or defer to the second half? Defer. You want to defer?
All right, there you have it. Duncan won the toss and has deferred to the second half, so the Blue Jays will get the football first. The head official tonight is Darian Foster, and the Blue Jays mixing up a little bit on the road with obviously the white tops with the blue numbers, silver, or the gray pants, not silver, gray pants tonight. Duncan Demons in the traditional uniforms, red helmet, red jersey tops, white letters, white numbers, and white pants.
Yeah, this has got all the markings of a great football game. A lot of enthusiasm. Of course, we see more and more fans from the Guthrie side now starting to come into the stadium as well. As I said, a packed house on the Demon side. Fans down the field lining up all the way to the 50-yard line on both sides, getting ready to bring their team out on the field. Blue Jays doing the same. It's about kickoff time, buddy.
Absolutely. Time now for Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game, and Phil will let you dive into that first.
Well, first and foremost, we got to have success on the offensive side of the ball. We got to be able to go down, score points early. I think we need to put points on the board and kind of win each quarter. We do that, play mistake-free football. Don't have turnovers. Flecky, that will lead to good things. The bottom line is, I think in a game like this where they're so evenly matched, the team that makes the least mistakes is going to win the football game.
Absolutely, and I think for Guthrie, one of the keys, my key to the game, when I look at this one, Guthrie on offense has to establish the running game. Yeah. They need to get at least 4 to 4.5 yards a carry and move those chains on the ground. Jackson does best throwing the ball when he's got a good running game and he can throw off play action, when he can get those defenders biting up on him and he can hit passes over the top. That's what Jackson does well. Guthrie's offense is keyed around establishing the run, and they need this offense to fire tonight if they're going to win. Running the football is going to be key.
Parker?
Yeah, the last couple of weeks we've seen these guys kind of commit a lot of
Lost Parker there.
Lost Parker. All the wireless stuff still battling on, and hopefully we'll get it all worked out here in a little bit. Parker, you want to try it again? We'll let you get situated, and then we'll get them here in just a little bit. Mercy Health Report, Phil, I don't think anything's really changed. Everyone's a little bit nicked up. Everyone's a little bit bruised. Everyone's kind of sore a little bit. But
one big thing is big number 65, suited up. Saw him a little bit last week. Saw him down there taking snaps in pregame with the first team. On the right side, we'll see what happens, but I think Big Ronas is going to be in the ball game tonight for the Blue Jays.
All right, Parker, let's try it one more time. Your keys to the game.
Okay. The last couple of weeks, we've seen these guys commit a lot of penalties and kind of kill some drives. I think it's big, really important here that we don't commit any series-ending drives, kind of jump out to an early lead.
That's exactly right. That's a good Eskridge key to the game, because we've seen the Blue Jays a few times move the football well, but penalties that moved them back, and they can't overcome 3rd down and 14.
No, I mean, if you're behind the Jays, it's going to be a long night for the Jays. Offense has got to get out and have some success. Like Flecky said, go out, establish a running game, put Jackson into some situations where he can sit back there, go find big old fast number 3, and go get some points on the board for the Jays.
Be a good matchup in the kicking situation. Both kickers have been known their entire career to kick the ball into the end zone, making the opponent go 80 yards downfield. So we might see a lot of kickoffs into the end zone. As the wind really not a big factor. It's blowing a little bit, but not a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, kicking games, very equal, very even. Perfect night for high school football.
Absolutely. So we are set for football. The Duncan Demons will be kicking off right to left on the radio dial. We're underway, round 1 of the playoffs. This one will not make the end zone. It's at the 10-yard line, quickly to the 15, to the 20, and be down in around the 24-yard line. Guggesberg on the return for the Blue Jays. Oh, excuse me, that was Brody Hinkle. Brody Hinkle back there returning that kickoff. So we see Brody back there. I hadn't seen him back there too often, but here comes the Blue Jays senior quarterback, Jackson Waddell.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of – you're going to see some different things tonight in playoffs. It's be all across the state of Oklahoma. You're going to see some things you haven't seen all year, some different wrinkles. Coach has been waiting to show these things. This will be an interesting night of football.
Blue Jays will open up with trips receivers to the far side, one receiver to the near side. That's Talik Jackson. Offset pistol, Jackson Waddell, the Blue Jay quarterback, takes the shotgun snap, puts it in the belly of Kale Kaufman. Kale across the 25. He'll get close to the 27, 28-yard line, 2-3-yard pickup. First play of the ball game here in Duncan. Glad to have you on board. Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI. Of course, streaming worldwide on youtube.com/Guthrie News. And on the first play, we have an injured Duncan Demon.
Yeah, you hate to see that anytime. Of course, one of those freak things. First play of the game. Young man down, he's in a lot of pain. You can tell that. Of course, you don't ever want to speculate, but taking a look at his leg, you'd hate to see, regardless of who you want to see win tonight, obviously these are all Oklahoma kids. You don't want to see anybody get hurt ever. You hate to see an injury affect a playoff game.
Of course, the winner of this ball game moves on next week, Phil, to either play 10-0 Collinsville. Well, it would be 11-0 Collinsville, or it would be 6-5 Ada Cougars next week. Collinsville big favorites in that one, but a road trip for somebody next week.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Jays, of course, the way we want it to finish, the Blue Jays will be traveling next week somewhere. I think we would all agree probably Collinsville. We've never been to Collinsville.
Never been.
We thought we had. Flecky and I are arguing with you, but like normal, you were right again. There's a reason why you're in charge, Chris.
Injured player, Phil, number 16, Carson Kennard, able to walk off on his own power, so that's good news. Kel Kaufman's 3-yard pickup has it 2nd down and 7. Same formation as on first down. 3 receivers to the far side. Kel Kaufman now on the right side of Jackson. Jackson takes the snap, puts in the belly of Kaufman on the left side, and Kel will battle to the 30-yard line, across to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 3, 30 seconds gone by here in the opening quarter.
Just from my perspective, a little confusing. We haven't seen last week's North Church play of the game yet back there at running back. Of course, had an outstanding week last week, and just, I don't know why we haven't seen him at tailback yet. I don't know if
Josh Raines.
I don't know if Josh is hurt or what the deal is. I saw him out in pregame, but definitely have not seen him touch the ball yet.
There we go, 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 yards. Close to 3 for the Blue Jays. Trips receivers now on the near side. From the 31-yard line, Jackson will give it off to Kell again, trying to get the first down there. Will not get it. Maybe 1 yard. He fumbles it, but he's down on the ground, and he maybe picked up 1 yard. It'll bring up 4th down and 3 yards, and the Blue Jays will have to punt on their opening drive as they go 3 and out.
Curious. I mean, from my perspective, kind of a curious first series of football for the Blue Jays.
Nothing flashy.
Nothing flashy, and with a backup running back. So I don't know if we had an injury or that we're unaware of or what's going on, but definitely probably not what we expected to see to start the ballgame.
Maybe trying to establish the offensive line at the beginning. Doesn't work on the opening drive. We'll see what happens down the line as Duncan jumps off, and it looks like Guthrie is able to get that right defensive end to jump off sides. I didn't see a J move, and indeed it's an offsides on Duncan. That will result in a first down for the Blue Jays.
Well, you know what? You'll take them any way you can get them, and early in the ball game, kids are hyped up. Haven't quite settled down yet. It's a good time to steal one of those if you can, and it worked out in the Blue Jays' favor there.
Of course, Josh Raines will be very, very busy defensively, so maybe trying to keep him fresh
very much
offensively. We'll see how it plays out. First down and 10, the ball marked at the 37-yard line. Jays moving left to right on your radio dial. Hand off to Kel Coppin along the left side. Spins at the 40, gets an extra yard at the 41-yard line. Pick up a 4 yards, second down and 6. Kel Coppin, not the biggest runners, but he gives you everything he has.
Kel's a tough kid. He, of course, is used to touching the ball his whole life up until he got into high school.
Yep.
He was a quarterback or a tailback, and so not foreign to him back there. Just hadn't had a lot of reps.
Ball's on the far hash mark. Jackson Waddell looks to throw for the first time tonight. Throws it on the run. It's incomplete. Trying to find Marcellus at the 45-yard line. Threw that one low and really never had a chance to bring that one in as the pass is incomplete. And it'll bring up a third down and 6.
Well, that number 25, Dawson Ledford, was in there, put a lot of pressure. Kel came up to engage him in a block. 25 got around him and forced Jackson Waddell to pass it before he wanted to.
Marcellus Owens, Brody Hinkle, Talik Jackson, and Kay Gugasberg are your receivers. Looks like 2 receivers on each side as Jackson Waddell gets the sign. Duncan fans to their feet. Third down and 6 from the Guthrie 41-yard line. Jackson looks over that 3-man front for the Demons. Got 3 linebackers in there. 7 seconds on the play clock. Jackson takes the snap. He wants to throw. Has time. Here's the pressure on the backside. Throws it downfield, and it will be incomplete. Over through the intended receiver, Kay Gugasberg. Really, no one had a chance on that one. And so the Blue Jay punting team will come back onto the field for the second time on this drive. Duncan jumped last time, but this time it's 4th down and 6.
Yeah, a little different situation, obviously. Early in the ball game, timing's not quite there yet. Jackson overthrew that by a good 5, 6, 7 yards, and he'll settle down. He'll get in the rhythm, but definitely not the first drive you'd like to have if you're a Blue Jay fan on the offensive side of the ball.
David Vargas back at his 28-yard line. Punt formation. It's a good snap. David will, a little rugby style, nice line drive punt away from the return man. It bounces inside the 20, takes a big Guthrie bounce, now inside the 10, and down at the 8-yard line by Brody Hinkle. And so the Duncan Demon offense comes on to the field. They got a lot of playmakers. They're led by number 9, Jackson Gregston, that quarterback, 6'1", 150-pounder. But the big carries of the night tonight more than likely coming from number 5, J.J. Harris, 5'11", 180-pound running back. He is tough as they get. He's a state champion or state qualifying wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, he finished 3rd last year in wrestling, 180-pound class, 185, I believe it is, but very tough kid. Of course, everybody in Guthrie very familiar with J.J. Harris. Like you said, tough kid, competitor. That's the key tonight. Defense got to shut down number 5. Shut down number 5. We're probably going on the road next week.
51-yard punt for David Vargas. Has the Demons back at the 8-yard line. We do see Josh Raines in there on the defensive end on the right side. First down and 10. Ball's in the center of the field. Shotgun formation with 4 receivers. Wanting to throw, coming to the near side. It's caught, and it's going to be driven backwards for a loss back at the 6-yard line with the reception. Number 3, Jevian Dangerfield, tackled by J.D. Kuhnfield. Loss of 2, second down and 12.
J.D. all year long has been making plays like that. The kid's just a ball hawker. When he gets there, he's a great tackler. Outstanding job by J.D. to put the Demons behind the chains.
Second down and 12 officially. Hand it off to Harris. Has a little room over the left guard. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the home team. 9:06 to play in the opening quarter. Blue Jays had a punt on their opening drive. Guthrie defense trying to make the Duncan Demons punt on their opening drive here, but 3rd down and 10 upcoming.
Big 3rd down right here. You get a stop here, you're going to have a great field position for the Blue Jays, so it's a big time.
Before the snap, we have an offside penalty on the Blue Jays, and that will be 5 yards. So 3rd down and 5 looks a lot better than 3rd down and 10. The ball will be moved up 5 yards from the 8-yard line to about the 13-yard line. And the Duncan Demons obviously need the 18-yard line for a first down.
Bring a few more things into the possibilities here on 3rd down now. A little better bigger playbook for yourself.
Gregston, shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. The ball's on the near hash mark as well. 3rd down and 5 from the 13. Gregston wants to throw. Looks far side. It's caught at the 15-yard line, down at the 16, 2 yards shy of the first down. Nice open field tackle, J.D. Kuhnfield once again. 4th down and 2. We'll see what Coach Cobble wants to do. Obviously, you would think punt the football away. If he doesn't line up, don't jump off sides.
I think you're going to see this. You're going to see
4th down and 1.
Yeah.
Demons line up, and they will go for it. And progress, I don't think he got there, Phil. I think second effort might have got him there, but I think he's short.
Him short, I think.
What a gutsy call there by Coach Cobble to go for it on 4th down and 1 inside your own 20-yard line. Let's go downstairs. Parker, what do you see?
It's going to be.
Yeah, he's not going to make it. He didn't make it.
Wow.
An interesting decision there by Coach Cobble. I think they're going to measure it. Measure it, but
no, he's short. He's short by half.
You know, we talk about Duncan never been in these situations before. They're amped up.
Yeah.
They're amped up.
I mean, I love the enthusiasm. I love the intensity, but Blue Jays are going to take the ball over here.
Yeah, he didn't make it, and you're a genius if you make it.
Yep.
And if you don't, you get questioned.
This is what legends are made of, and this is what goats are made of, right? When you make calls like, now, I'm not saying the coach is a goat because he's an outstanding coach, but like you said, you make it, you're a hero. You don't, everybody second guesses you.
If you're Guthrie, you have to take advantage here.
Got to get points on the board here.
Ball will be marked at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Jays as they take over in the red zone. Blue Jays huddle up at the 20. They'll quickly get to the line of scrimmage. 19 on the play clock. Still got plenty of time. It's Brody Hinkle, the receiver, to the far side. Marcellus Owens, the receiver, to the near side. Now we see Josh Raines back in there at running back. Brody in motion left to right. Jackson will hand it off to Josh Raines, and Josh will get on the left side up to about the 16-yard line. A 2-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
I think they're probably hoping to get a little more power at the running back position there. This is going to be one of those games where you're going to have to be able to go between tackles, pick up some tough yards, and Josh, quite a bit larger kid, gives you a little better chance there.
Jamal Ronas, Dylan Dollar on the same side of the line of scrimmage. Will Guthrie run that direction on 2nd down and 8? Jackson with the lead blocker, cuts it up at the 15, down inside the 10, and tackled at the 7-yard line. It is a 1st down for the Blue Jays as Jackson picks up 8.5 yards. 1st down and goal for the Blue Jays.
Big time series here for the Blue Jays. Like we said, got to get 7 on the point on the board down here. Anything less than that, Chris, it's a victory for Duncan.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Josh Raines on the left side of Jackson. Jackson will run for it. Still trying to find his lane. Cannot find that lane. And he's hit for a loss of 1 on the play back to the 9-yard line.
J.J. Harris in on the tackle there. Of course, we've talked about J.J. The team's going to kind of go as he goes tonight on defense and offense, I believe.
Yeah.
Big time play there by J.J. Harris.
See if the Blue Jays go in the air here. They'll have a couple opportunities and to go for it. Obviously, field goal range for David Vargas. Marcellus in the slot on the near side. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Jackson will run it on the right side, and not much there, and it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 8.
Yeah,
maybe the 7.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 8.
You just, I understand what Coach is trying to do here. You're trying to establish that dominance up on the front line, but at some point we need to let the ball go and see if old number 3 can go up and get it, go up there and high point that ball.
He's going to be going up against Roderick Standokes, a 5'9 junior. Not very tall. Marcel's not very tall as well. Here we go. 3rd down and goal from the 8. Brody in motion right to left. Jackson lobs it up. You called it, Phil, looking for the receiver in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Had a chance at it, but it falls incomplete as Marcellus, as you talked about, Phil, going to him, does not come down with it. Now the Blue Jays will bring on the field goal unit.
Now I'm telling you right now, that's a victory for the Demons.
Yeah.
I mean, you turn the ball over inside the 20-yard line and you hold them to a field goal attempt. Still got to make the field goal. We don't get the points on the board here. That's going to be a big momentum shift back for the Demons.
Straight on field goal for David Vargas. It'll be a 25-yard field goal attempt. It's a good snap. It's plenty long enough. It looks good. And it is good. Blue Jays strike first here tonight in Halliburton Stadium. Guthrie 3, Duncan 0. Take a timeout in Duncan, Oklahoma. This is the first round playoff action on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Linda here with Jim and our Red River Roofing crew. You've known us for 16 years of quality roofing services, and we are also proud installers of Diamond Coat pre-finished siding.
This quality wood siding product is scratch resistant, comes in custom color option, and will actually increase your home's resale value.
With a 30-year no-fade warranty, this siding is sure to impress.
Durability is #1, so choose a stylish exterior siding that will last.
Call today to boost your home's curb appeal with beautiful Diamond Coat siding. Visit us at redriverroofing.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Duncan Demons on their opening drive go for it on 4th and 1. Do not get it. Blue Jays take over at the 18-yard line. Cannot put it in the end zone, but David Vargas comes on for the 25-yard field goal. Blue Jays go 5 plays, 10 yards, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And so with 6:04 to play in the opening quarter, Guthrie 3, Duncan 0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck.
Of course, great sponsors. John Vance always do a great job for
Absolutely.
people in Guthrie. And thank them for everything they do, not just for us in here. And the whole community, just great community members, great corporate supporters of everything Blue Jay.
David Vargas will kick off left to right. David will have a little bit of wind behind him. Looks to his left, to the right, kicks it from the 40-yard line. This one will be short. Fielded at the 15-yard line, fumbled, picked up at the 18. Here's a return to the 20, and down at the 21-yard line. Josh Raines in on the tackle. Parker, go downstairs. How's the atmosphere? How's the Guthrie sideline tonight?
Guthrie sideline seems up. I mean, they got the Duncan student section behind them.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was tough. Some people over here that's not wearing shirts, so I kind of feel like a wuss in my hoodie.
Yeah, he's a lot tougher than I am. So it's first down and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Duncan Demons. Cade Whitfield, Tervay Williams, the linebackers for the Blue Jays. Demons will line up with 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Pistol formation. Ball handed off to J.J. Harris up the middle. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Guthrie defensive line making a mark early in this ball game, as it will be a 1-yard pickup from the 21 to the 22. Second down and 9.
Of course, the big number 36, Campbell Leach, leading the way there yet again. What a great senior campaign he's had. Defense is being really, really stingy right now for the Blue Jays.
Second down, 9.5 yards. Pass is caught and then dropped immediately across the 25. Progress will be at the 27-yard line. About a pickup of 6 yards. Marcellus Owens on the tackle for the Blue Jays. So the Demons will have, we'll call it 3rd down and 3 from their own 27-yard line.
I think the Demons have thrown more in this game than they did the last 5 weeks.
Mark that 28-yard line. 3rd down 3, 4 receiver set. We got Wilkins, the backup quarterback, hands it off to Harris, breaks the tackle at the 25. It's going to be close to a first down. JJ shows his power as Blue Jay had a chance. Was that Josh? Yeah, Josh Raines had a chance for a loss on the play, but JJ Harris lowers the shoulder, lowers the boom, and gets it to the 31. A first down for Duncan.
That was just a head-to-head matchup, and number 5 beat number 13 on that play, but good effort by both kids, but JJ definitely got the push he needed to get the first down.
At the 31-yard line, first down and 10. Harris gets the call again, bounces off to the left side, driven out of bounds, and be just shy of the 35-yard line. Maybe the 34, pushed out by Tervay Williams, the linebacker for the Blue Jays. 4:47 as the clock stops here in the first quarter. Guthrie 3, Duncan 0.
Of course, sorry about that, Chris. Tervay is one of those kids. Going to have a big game out of him on the defensive side of the ball. Just a sophomore, does great things for the Blue Jays.
Second down 7. Demons handed off. J.J. Harris stuffed. Lost a yard maybe on the play there. Tervay Williams, Cade Whitfield in on the tackle. And Hunter Thompson also there. And here we go, 3rd down and 9 for the Demons. They'll have to go back to the air. You have to watch for Duncan tonight. Their leading receiver, number 3, Javion Dangerfield. They've gone to him a couple of times here tonight. Demons from their own 32-yard line. Snap the football quick. Pump fake. Want to go downfield. Has a speedy receiver out there. Double coverage. And Caden Ballard-Stevenson knocks it down. Incomplete at the Guthrie 40-yard line as it was one look and the quarterback had his eyes on that number 4 the entire time. Yeah. That allowed the safety to go over there to help Caden Ballard-Stevenson. And now Duncan brings the punt team onto the field.
I got to tell you, Stevenson didn't need help on that play. Kid was in great position. Did an outstanding job on coverage there, forcing the punt for the Demons.
Demon punter, he's a pretty good one. Just came out like 2 weeks before the football season started in the summertime. First year to play football. Goes low to get the snap. Here's it, bounces to him. Punts this one away, and it will bounce at the 32-yard line, take a big Duncan bounce, and will be down in between the 25 and 26-yard line. Blue Jays will have a 1st down and 10 with a 3-0 lead, 4:04 to play here in the first quarter. Good start for the Guthrie defense.
Yeah, great start for the defense. Offense needs to get some things going. I know we got 3 points on the board, but it's really not because of anything we've done. If anything, the offense has struggled thus far, but got to come out, get something established, hopefully start opening the offense up a little bit here.
42-yard punt for the Demon punter. That will bring out the Blue Jay offense. Have officials timeout on the field, and Guthrie broke huddle, and the official said, nah, slow down. We got to figure something out. Need a football is what they need.
Well, that helps in a game,
Always important to have. You know, we were setting all this stuff up. I was telling Craig Fleck, our radio gear, I hate messing with these headsets. He goes, well, if you don't have headsets, none of this stuff really matters. That's a valid point. You got to have a football, too. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays from the 26-yard line. Kel Kaufman will be hit for a loss. And I think Duncan might know about that play, as Guthrie has gone to that play often here in this first quarter. And Duncan's just pinning in the ears and coming right after him. The passing game has got to come along somewhere to stop that rush.
We got to do something different at this point. I mean, we've established that we can't run the ball up to this point against the Demons, so we're going to have to figure something out.
Loss of 3. 2nd down and 13. Ball marked at the 23-yard line. Gugelsberg into motion. Guthrie will throw the football here. Throws it back. Kaufman drops it at the 20-yard line. Incomplete. So Guthrie will be behind the chains here on 3rd down and 13. 3:31 to play in the first quarter. Guthrie moving left to right. First round of the Oklahoma playoffs. Probably the marquee game in 5A football tonight is McGinnis hosting Altus.
Yeah, it's a big-time game. You got Bishop McRichardson, as we've been calling it, against the Altus Bulldogs.
3rd down, 13. Blue Jays with 4 receivers in the formation. Jackson will probably, well, we have a flag, and looks like this one's going to be a false start on the Blue Jays. So 3rd down and 13 is now 3rd down and 18. And I would certainly think you run the same play here and see what happens.
I think, you've got, right now, nothing's in rhythm, there's got no timing. It's just nothing's in sync right now, Chris. Offensive side of the ball for the Blue Jays.
Ball's at the 18, so it's 3rd down and 18. 4 receivers set. Ball's in the center of the field. Jackson takes the snap. Little inside handoff to Josh Raines. Has a room to run. 25, 30, 35 to the first down. And dragged from behind near the 40-yard line. Josh Raines on a little inside handoff. And Guthrie has a first down on a play we haven't seen a whole lot this year.
Well, I'll tell you what. Boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Big-time run by number 13, Josh Raines. We talked about it last week, Chris. I can tell you this. We told Josh last week, you better get your rest.
Yeah.
He better get his rest because he's going to be on both sides of the ball all night.
22-yard pickup for Josh Raines. 1st down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Jackson will run with it on the left side. It goes across the 40, dives for the 45-yard line, and it's going to be officially at the 44. So Guthrie coaches feel, I'm thinking, let's see if we can get Josh Raines limited snaps on offense. We see early on that probably cannot happen. You're going to have to play, big boy.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it. And I will tell you this, kid's tough enough to do it.
Yes, he is.
So I'm not worried about him doing it.
2nd down and 6 for the Blue Jays. Josh Raines, nothing up the middle, so bounces it to the outside and doesn't get a whole lot there. Maybe 1 yard to the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Blue Jays need midfield for the first down. And here in Halliburton Stadium, the artificial turf with the big D logo in the middle for Duncan. Could be for Demon, but I'm guessing for Duncan.
Let's go with Duncan.
All right. Haven't seen any pitchforks yet. That's good news.
Scary stuff.
3rd down and 5 from the 45. They need midfield. Jackson's going to try to throw for it. Has all day. Goes downfield looking for Marcellus Owens, and it is incomplete at the 20-yard line. No flags, and is incomplete. And so now the Blue Jays more than likely would bring on the punt team and play field position here.
Yeah, and I think the good thing about that big run by Josh is you flip the field. We were looking at possibly Duncan, even if they just fair catch the ball, getting the ball around the 40, 45 potentially. Now, great chance to pin him down back there deep and let the defense come out and do what they do.
Dangerfield back deep for Duncan. David Vargas back at his 33-yard line. Good snap for David. Line drive punt. Dangerfield fields it at his own 16-yard line. Here comes the return to the 20 and down at the 24-yard line. Blue Jays got down there pretty darn quick. Cade Whitfield, Brody Hinkle in on the tackle for the Blue Jays. And so Duncan, who's had a little bit of a hard time going offensively, a big part of that is that Guthrie front line. He's playing good here as we have 2 minutes and 1 second to play in the opening quarter. Guthrie 3, Duncan 0.
Which you talked about that defensive front for the Blue Jays. Getting a lot of push up front, disrupting everything. Just haven't been able to, just as Guthrie hasn't. Both offenses struggling right now to kind of find a rhythm, figure out what they're going to do. Hopefully the Jays will settle down on the offensive side of the ball. Defense has got to continue to do what they're doing for the Blue Jays to have success.
No doubt about that. Here come the Demon offense. Temperature, low 50s. We're going to head to the low 40s by the time this one's over. 1st down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wilkins in there, the second quarterback, and he's going to be hit for a loss. Campbell Leach will get him back at the 23-yard line, a 1-yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Got to be careful, Wilkins. When he's in there, he's primarily going to run the football, but he did have a double pass as Grayson threw it to Wilkins last week, and then Wilkins found a wide open receiver downfield. So he when he's in there, he's going to run it, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to both sides. Of course, Campbell Leach, my MVP for the Blue Jays this year on the defensive side of the ball. Another great play.
90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Wilkins stays in there at quarterback. 2nd down and 11. Double tights here, and they will hand it off here on the right side, trying to get the edge, but he's just going to be driven out of bounds. On the carry is Zane Mays, and maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe, but Parker, the Blue Jays are flying to the football.
Yeah, I mean, they're really getting a good push up front by the defensive line. I mean, it's pretty noticeable.
Yeah, it is definitely noticeable. And so now we'll see if Duncan brings in Grayson back on a 3rd down and obviously a passing situation here. And nope, they're going to keep Wilkins in there. J.J. Harris in the pistol back. 3rd and 11 from the 23. They'll just hand it off to Harris up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, but he'll only get to about the 26-yard line. Just a 3-yard pickup. Turvey Williams on the tackle. Kind of a was that 3rd down? It was 3rd. Okay, I'm making sure I was right on that. 4th down, kind of a unique play there on 3rd down.
Tell you, this game goes this way, we'll be eating pizza by 9:30.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fast-moving ball game, and great defense. If you're a fan of defense, you're going to see some of it tonight, it appears. It's going to come down. Those 3 points could be big.
4th down and 7. And there is a flag down. It's going to be a false start on the Demons, so that will back them up to about the 22-yard line. And depending on a big run here, might have one offensive play left here as we're already down to 14 seconds to play in this first quarter.
7:24.
I didn't see exactly time that we started, but
well,
it just turned 7:27.
Just so you guys know, you're both wrong. It's 7:24.
Well, Apple and Dell have 7:27. Good snap. It's a high, but somewhat short punt. We'll see how it bounces.
Get away from it, Jays.
It takes a big Duncan bounce across midfield, across the 45, and down at the 44-yard line. And that's the end of the first quarter. 34-yard punt ends the first quarter. We'll come back with second quarter action. Guthrie 3, Duncan 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best.
Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay Athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Duncan, Oklahoma, first round of the playoffs. Parker Burnett, Braden Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you on a chilly Friday night in Stevens County. Glad to have you on board as the Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead here in the second quarter. First play of the second quarter. First down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Moving right to left. A little handoff to Marcellus Holmes, who's in motion. Gets a block by Ronas. Gets to midfield and out of bounds across the Duncan Demon. 43-yard line. Jamal Ronas with the big block. It frees up, and now we have a flag.
Penalty.
We have a flag out, and I was looking at the scoreboard, Phil. Were we talking?
It's going to be on number 3, Marcellus Owens, taunting, I believe.
We'll see if he was the instigator or got caught second.
I was looking right at it. I think there's no doubt it's, I mean, again, we don't know what was said on the field, but no question Marcellus was letting him know he had just got a first down. And
so he got about, let's see here, to the 43. So that was 13-yard pickup, but it's going to go backwards 2 yards. So it's going to be a first down, but you're going to lose 2 yards in field position. So instead of Duncan 43, you're back at the Guthrie 42-yard line. Marcellus goes off the field, and that's got to be a big lesson there. And Marcellus will now come back onto the field. First down and 10, and got a first down, but now you're first down and 12 instead of first down and 10 in Duncan territory.
12 out there if my count's right.
Is that, if the chains are marked correctly, should be first down and 10, because I think it was after the play, and then you back it up 15 after the play. So can't afford that in any part of the season, Phil, but you surely can't afford that in the playoffs.
Silly mistake.
First down and 10. Jackson will keep it. And Jackson will go from the 42, and he may have gotten to the 43, maybe the 44, about a 2-yard pickup for Jackson Waddell. And we have an official's timeout. I think we have a uniform or equipment malfunction for the Blue Jays on Josh Raines. And Josh will have to leave the game, and I'll bring Kel Kaufman in. Second down and 9, and what a big penalty that is.
Just a senior, you expect to not see that happen. It's just something that just,
Well, Parker Burnett had I think, a great Eskridge early key of the game. Eliminate penalties, especially. Yeah, he didn't say it. I'll say it's silly penalties.
No doubt.
Second down and 9. We got to move forward now. Hand off to Kel Kaufman. Nice little move to get across the Guthrie 45 to the 46. Still just a 3-yard pickup. And so Guthrie looking at about a third down and 6 play upcoming. Coming up on 11:13 to play in the second quarter. Guthrie 3, Duncan 0. We'll call it officially third down and 5. Ball's on the near hash mark of the 47. Guthrie needs the Duncan 48. Jackson wants to throw a fastball, and it's intercepted at the 38-yard line. Here's the return quickly out to midfield into Guthrie territory. Still on his feet, backpedaling. Now has that lane to run with. He's at the 45, to the 40, 35, 30, 25. Cuts it to the 20, to the 15. Did he stay in bounds? If he did, it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Demons.
Well, it goes to show you do something silly, something you could have prevented. You're probably not throwing the ball in that situation. Now look at what you got. I mean, it just takes one silly mistake, and here you go.
Demons on top, 6'3" PAT upcoming. A good run back there by the Duncan Demon. Give him credit. Desmond Pettit as the intercept with the Blue Jay defender. Pettit had the best chance of bringing in that catch as Jackson underthrew the football. And now Duncan, I think, will have to spend a timeout before this PAT because they could not get their kicker onto the field.
So the kicker will cost the Demons a timeout. We'll keep it here, obviously, with 10:40 to play until halftime.
You talk about it all the time. Like you said, Chris, anytime during the year you don't want to have silly mistakes, but boy, playoff football, there is zero room for that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, the senior goes out, really cost his team, in my opinion, 7 points.
Scoring update real quick. Bishop Kelly leads Skytook 14-0. McGinnis in the second quarter leads Altus 10-7. Coweta leads Tahlequah 7-0. Ada and Collinsville tied 7-7. Claremore with the lead over Edison Prep 14-7. Carl Albert 7, El Reno 0, and no score yet between Ardmore and Piedmont. Duncan will come on for the PAT. Referee, now we're waiting on the referee. We're waiting on the kicker, now we're waiting on the referee.
It's a casual night, Chris.
Holder for the Duncan Demons is Caden Montgomery. Snap, hold, kick. It's up, and it is good. Duncan with their first lead tonight, 7-3, 10:40 to play in the second quarter. Timeout from Duncan. This is Guthrie Bluejay football.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
For sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
What a great time of year. Blue Jay football, tailgating, bands, fans cheering, and the excitement that comes with America's favorite sport. At John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie, we're excited about our huge selection of new Fords, GMC, Cadillac, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, each competitively priced and with a free lifetime powertrain guarantee. Come see us or shop us at vanceautogroup.com.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
I-35 exit 153 in Guthrie.
John Vance Auto Group.
Duncan Demons, 61-yard interception return to pick six for number 6, Desmond Pettit. Looked like he was going to be hit around midfield for being tackled at midfield, being backpedaled. Then got it, went reverse his direction, came to the near side, and goes in from 61 yards out. That is the latest John Vance Motor scoring summary. 10:40 play till halftime. Duncan 7, Guthrie 3.
There's some irony in that. Blue Jays defense had so many takeaways for points.
Yes.
Kind of got a little taste of that.
Guthrie puts 3 players deep to return his kick. This one's a little bit deeper than usual, and this one will go into the end zone. Marcellus Owens will catch it on the D. That spells out Demons into the end zone on our right side. Duncan spelled out in the end zone to our left. So here comes Guthrie offense. First down and 10. We'll start from their own 20-yard line. We'll get some early stats in this one here. And again, we have 10:40 left until halftime.
Of course, we got to talked about turnovers in the pregame, how critical they are. Continues to be the case. Of course, obviously down 4 points. This game's far from over, but Blue Jays need to get something established offensively, Chris. Need to get a drive, a sustainable drive going down the field. Show that they can do something on the offensive side of the ball.
Blue Jays 62 yards of offense. Getting ready to play run play number 22 already offensively. Duncan only 19 yards of offense. First down and 10. Jackson caught by Brody at the 15, gets to the 20, and it should be a face mask upcoming as Brody is forced out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Probably going to add 15 more yards for Brody Hinkle in this Blue Jay offense.
Oh!
I stand corrected. That is going backwards. It was against the Blue Jays.
Wow. He was so busy looking at that, he didn't see that horse collar.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw Brody's head get turned around.
It did.
But, wow. Blue Jays yet with any passing yards. So we thought it was going maybe to the 40-yard line. It's going backwards to the 11-yard line. What was the official call, guys?
Holding.
Holding, okay. I just assumed it was face mask and started looking at some stats.
Yeah.
Well, now it's first down and 19. 3 receivers to the far side. Jackson throws, caught by Brody, gets to the 20, down to the 22-yard line. 11-yard pickup. Blue Jays will have a You replay the down, so that will be second down, correct? Second down, we'll call it 8.
I think, you're looking at this, I still got to believe big number 12 Jackson could play a big part in this ball game. Big-bodied tight end / wide receiver for the Jays. You can throw the ball on this Demon defense, it appears.
Guthrie 1 of 7 passing. Jackson will run the football. Gets to the 25 left edge. Trying to get away from one defender. He's pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Runs into a young female in the Duncan sideline. Tried to hold her up. Did a good job doing that, did Jackson. And it's a first down run for Jackson Waddell. Blue Jays 1 of 7 passing tonight for 10 yards, and that came on the previous play there. I think Brody Hinkle, Phil, I think he's got to be the big guy on these type of plays here. Maybe Marcellus gets a big home run one, maybe 2 tonight at best, but I think something underneath will be Brody Hinkle. It's got to be him tonight. Jackson will be crushed from behind, and how he did not fumble the football, as that was a blindside sack. Jackson never saw it coming. He just got leveled.
Absolutely missed assignment there, missed block. That's how you get a kid hurt right there. I mean, Jackson's a tough kid, so he hops right back up, but that was just an absolute blown assignment by the Blue Jays.
5-yard loss. Be back to the mark at about the 26-yard line. 9:26 to play till halftime. Duncan 7, Guthrie 3. Second down, 16, 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Brody and Talik, the receivers on the near side. Marcellus and Kay, the receivers to the far side. Jackson, shotgun snap, has time, steps up. Don't have to run with it, but it's tripped up in the backfield for a no gain. Looks like number 31 tripped Jackson from behind, and that was Hunter jump, and Hunter was able to grab the ankle of Jackson as he's down at the 32-yard line.
I can tell you right now, our offensive line has shown no ability.
26.
Have shown no ability to sustain anything up front. Yeah, I mean, we've got to figure something out. Both offenses. Yeah, both offenses are just struggling up front right now. It's definitely the story of the defenses tonight.
Third down, 16. Of course, Coach Kelly probably thrives in a defensive ball game, being a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Third down, we'll call it 15 officially. Jackson wanting to throw. It's caught short by Josh Raines, and maybe line of scrimmage at best. And now Guthrie is going to have to punt the football away.
Yeah, it just continues. There's just not a whole lot going on offensively on either side of the field, for Duncan or for the Blue Jays. And if there's ever been a night we need the Blue Jays defense to go get some points, it might be tonight.
This is tonight, absolutely. And Duncan defense got their points that way. David Vargas, Blue Jay punter. He's at the 15-yard line. Blue Jays 78 yards of offense so far on 26 plays. Duncan only 19 yards on 13 plays. David Vargas with a boom of a punt. It's high, but it will take a Duncan bounce, and it will be down at the Guthrie 49. It bounced about 6 yards. Luckily, there was a couple of Blue Jays to knock that one down before it went any further. So Duncan will set up on the Guthrie side of the football, moving left to right. Duncan 7, Guthrie 3, 7:36 to play until the Golden Chick halftime show.
Big time. Best field position, either team. Well, Guthrie had an opportunity down when they made that big 4th down stop, but best field position for Duncan all night, no doubt. And Blue Jays defense going to get a big test right here. Got to come up big once again.
So J.J. Harris in at running back. I can't tell if that's Wilkins or Grayston.
It's Wilkins.
Wilkins, yeah. He's been taking the last several snaps here as he runs it on the left side, 2-yard pickup. So we're starting to see, obviously, playoff football. You have to go all out with your best. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Wilkins finish it the rest of the night. We'll see how he throws the football.
Yeah.
I know he can throw to wide open guys. I saw it last week.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. I think he's probably going to settle in there and see him the rest of the way, Chris. And we talk about those different wrinkles. It's playoff football. You're going to see some things you haven't seen all year. This is one of those. And as we say that, number 9's back in there at quarterback.
There you go. Pistol formation. Might be the best passer of the two. He hands it off to J.J. Harris on second down to 8 across the 45, down to the 41-yard line.
No reason to believe he wouldn't go for it here.
Yeah, picks up 6 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had a 4th down situation.
Okay.
3rd down and 2. 4-receiver set. Handoff Harris, and he'll have the first down. There is a flag down. We'll see if it's a hold or if it's a face mask. As the umpire threw the flag. Parker, what you see down there?
Look like we got a hold.
Got a hold. All right. Well, that'd be good for Guthrie, as it would have been a first down to run.
Handful of face masks is what I was going to say before.
Okay. It looks like it will be a face mask penalty on Guthrie. First down was there.
Yeah.
Just a 5-yard variety, not the personal foul. So Duncan will have the football at the 34-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Ball's on the far hash mark in front of the Guthrie Blue Jay bench. Weird to put the Duncan student section behind the Guthrie.
Yeah.
Behind the opposing bench. It looked like you're asking for trouble. There's a pass. There's a catch down at the 26-yard line. As we see Gregston throw the football there. Marcel Owens on the coverage with the reception. Number 3, Javion Dangerfield. And the Duncan Demons pick up 8 yards on first down. 2nd down and 2 coming up on the midway point of the second quarter.
Come on, St. Mays. Show me what you got, too. Oh,
quick pass. Cut in the backfield at the 31. And driven out of bounds in around the 27-yard line. Not much there on that second down play. Demons know they had 3rd down and short coming up if he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that worst case scenario. And it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 2.5 yards.
You know, one of those. Going to be soft. It's hard to get words in, Chris.
3rd down, yeah. The hurry-up offense here. As the ball is batted and it falls into the hand of the Duncan Demon, but will be hit for a loss. Campbell Leach was able to bat the ball. It come in the hands of the receiver for Duncan. Luckily for them, and Zane Mays. He's hit at the 30, lost on the play, and now it'll be 4th down and about 5 yards for Duncan. Obviously, they'll go for it here.
They proved earlier they're not scared to go for
absolutely.
it. So I'd say anywhere on the field, they got 4 down territory.
Duncan 4 of 7 passing the football tonight for 20 yards. They'll throw it here. Looking, stepping up, trying to get away from the Blue Jay rush, and he will. First down at the 25, gets to the 20, big block, to the 15, and driven out of bounds shy of the 10-yard line. As Gregston, there was good coverage downfield, saw that, had to take off on foot, made a move, and has a first down at the 12-yard line.
Real lost opportunity there. I think it looked like the Blue Jays were going to get him stopped there short of the first down. The kid did a great job bumping it outside.
1st and 10 for the Demons. Ball handed off to Mays on the left side, and he'll go backwards, but forward progress will give him the 10-yard line. Pickup of 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. Demons can get one more first down inside the 2-yard line. 4:42, 4:41 to play till halftime, and really, Phil, you want to it's kind of important here to stop Duncan to maybe a field goal where you're only down 1 possession. You go down a couple possessions with a touchdown here.
Well, there's no sign of life right now on the Blue Jay offensive side of the ball.
2nd down and 9. They'll hand off to J.J. Harris. Dangerous in this situation. Cuts it to the 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Demons. 13-3, PAT upcoming.
Both defenses have been on the field a lot tonight, and looks like the Demons have also figured a few things out there offensively. It's kind of spreading the ball outside around a little bit more. And Blue Jays are going to make some serious adjustments. They want to get back in this ball game.
The only thing struggling more than the Guthrie offense is our wireless equipment.
Yeah, it's
as long as ours work, that's the most important thing. It's a high snap over the holder's head. The ball's loose, and it's still loose. It's picked up at the 22-yard line, and the Blue Jays are tackled just shy of the 30-yard line. So the PAT's no good. 4:18 to play here in the second quarter. Your new score, Duncan 13, Guthrie 3. Timeout from Halliburton Stadium. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Duncan Demons, 49 yards in just 8 plays. J.J. Harris with a 15-yard touchdown run. New score, Duncan 13, Guthrie 3 after the PAT. The snap on the PAT went over the head of the snapper to keep the score there. That is the latest John Vance Motor scoring summary. Demons kick left to right. This one will go into the end zone, unreturnable in high school football. It'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Jay offense.
Yeah, we were talking off the air, Chris Flecky and I. This is such a critical drive for the Blue Jays. We've got to put something together here. This is the kind of game when the offense just can't get anything going, that one touchdown or one score, excuse me, if you got to score twice when you can't get the ball even on the other side of the flip the field, I'm going to get it out here in a second. It's about impossible to go out there and score on 2 different drives.
Blue Jays 78 yards on 26 snaps, 3 yards per play average here tonight so far. First down and 10. Jackson Waddell, Brody Hinkle did a good job of making an attempt to try to catch that. It's almost better that he didn't catch it. I mean, it's incomplete, but it would have been no yards at the 20-yard line. So, second down and 10. Blue Jays starting to pass it a little bit more. Just now 2 of 9 passing, though, with the 1 interception. And option play, Jackson, nothing there. Lost 1 back to the 19-yard line. There's just nothing there, nothing left, nothing right, nothing up the middle. Blue Jays have gone downfield a couple of times, but as they looks like they tried a little bit of everything so far here. See if they can get some motion and get some playmakers in the open field. I'm searching, Phil. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think we all are, and I'm going to tell you what's got to be careful of right here. You turn the ball over. There's still 3 minutes, 42 seconds left. You give up 7 more points, this ball game's out of hand.
Not even turn it over, just have to punt the football.
That's what I'm saying. Turn the ball back over to them.
Yeah, 3rd down 11, 4 receiver set, 2 to each side. Back judge throws the flag. Is this going to be a delay game or a timeout? Guthrie got the timeout before, and we will take a timeout with them and catch up on our breaks here as Blue Jays will have a 3rd down and 11 when we come back. This is Blue Jay football.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think? Absolutely delicious. These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. Come on, I need this pack.
Okay.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Third down 11, pass downfield to Marcellus, caught at the Duncan 45-yard line. First down for the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays go back downfield. And again, we knew that it was. There's going to be a few more times we see Marcellus go downfield. That's a great play there, and gets him out of a bad field position. It's a 43-yard reception, but even if Guthrie can't score here, Phil, it splits the field.
Flecky called it off the air. He said, "One big play, we're back in this." He's right.
First down and 10. Jackson back to the air on the near side, caught around the 34-yard line with the reception. It was Kay Gugasberg. Nice play there, about 4 or 5 yards. It'll bring up second down.
3:04, 3:03 to play in the first half.
Yeah, sorry about that. The only thing that could made that play a little better is if he'd stayed in bounds, kept his feet, and got it in the end zone.
We don't have our own thermostat in here, do we?
Whew, I'm telling you.
It is blazing up here.
Very concerned Fleck's going to take his shirt off before we get done.
Sorry, Parker. It's a little different story out on the field. I apologize. 2nd down and 6, but I am burning. Jackson Waddell trying to run for it, trying to get to the line of scrimmage, can't even get to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if that play is going to work all night long. I know you got to run it every now and then, but that play has gone backwards many, many times tonight.
We just flat don't have the speed to run that play. I mean, they're so much faster than we are, and they're getting so much push up front. I mean, our offensive line up to this point hasn't been able to show any ability to give time for the play to even develop.
3rd down and 8, obviously 4-down territory here for the Blue Jays. 4 receiver set. Jackson can't hold on to the football, throws it away. Thankfully he does, as he's hit as he throws it away. There was a receiver in the area, and so it's going to be 4th down and 8. Ball's marked at the 36, so obviously Guthrie will keep the offense on the field.
Big plays, right? You know, you live and die by those, and that's kind of where we find ourselves tonight for the Blue Jays on the offensive side of the ball.
4 receivers in the formation. Jackson has time, goes to the far sideline, and I'm not sure if it was batted down to the line of scrimmage. Marcellus was open, but it was short hop to Marcellus, and Guthrie turns it over on downs.
I didn't see anybody touch the ball, but
he was wincing as he threw it.
I am of an advanced age. My eyes don't work quite as well, although I did bring 2 pair of glasses, extra contacts. I'm ready tonight, Chris. Defensive side, Blue Jays, there's 2:13 left in the first half. Blue Jays got to come up, bow their neck, and maybe the defense can get something going for the Blue Jays here and flip the ball around, maybe get a score for the Blue Jays.
Duncan will have 2:13 to play here in the half, leading Guthrie 13-3. A touchdown here makes things difficult here. Dangerfield on a hook and lateral at the 40-45. That's J.J. Harris staying in bounds. And they're going to call him out of bounds at midfield. So a 14-yard hook and lateral as the receiver caught it, tossed it from behind to J.J. Harris. Guthrie did a pretty good job of making that one minimum as possible.
Well set up.
Yeah. Handoff, left side.
Yep.
Nope, quarterback keeps it. That's Wilkins. He's tripped up at midfield as Campbell Leach has the tackle there. Sorry, guys, trying to fix this wireless equipment here. I apologize.
Well, we've got, one of the things I'm not liking what I'm seeing is it almost seems like our kids more concerned with talking to the Duncan sideline than they are what they're doing on the field right now, and they're going to have to fix that.
2nd down and 10 from midfield. 97 seconds left in the half. 4 receiver set, 3 to the far side. Quarterback near side hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. As if CJ might, if he can turn his head around, may have had a chance at interception that one, as that one was passed underthrown, and it was one of those. It was so bad underthrown, it could have been pass interference.
Well, CJ found himself beat and just turned the jets on. Was just trying to get back there and wasn't even thinking about looking back. He was trying to catch back up to the demon wide receiver.
Stops the clock with 1:30. 3rd down and 10 from midfield. Ball's on the near hash mark. A little handoff, right side, 45, close to a 1st down. It depends on the spot. He'll get it. 1st down needed the 40. He gets the 39-yard line. Clock stop 1:24. Duncan's got a good field goal kicker. He ended practice on Tuesday with a 63-yard field goal. A little bit different on a Friday night.
Wow. I don't care when you kick that. That's a long ways.
Yeah.
I kicked a 6-yarder one time.
Well, hey, it counts.
Well, 3 points.
It's all the same on the scoreboard, right? 3 points. Wilkins on the quarterback, Wildcat, however you want to look at Wilkins. Probably a quarterback as he takes it from the 39-yard line to the 34-yard line. Gain of 3. 39, to the 36-yard line. 65 seconds and rolling. Duncan has 2 timeouts. Guthrie has 2 timeouts as we go under 60 seconds playing the half. J.J. Harris gets the call on the left side, and not much there as he tried to cut up in the middle of the pack. Duncan's probably going to have to spend a timeout here, and they do not do it here. Surprise?
Well, you got a little tailwind. I mean, if they were going to try this field goal from any kind of distance, they're going to have the wind helping them here as well. So,
third down and 7. Be careful here. Go downfield. Trips receivers to the far side. Little pass caught behind the line of scrimmage and down immediately at the 39-yard line. Kuhnfield on the tackle. Lost on the play. Duncan not calling a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to here. Coach is standing next to the – going to run the clock down. I think you're going to see him trot the kid out and try a boomer.
Boy, I think I would have used – I don't know.
He can run it all the way down here.
And he will call a timeout with 1 second left on the game clock. So, I mean, if they go for a field goal, Duncan's running off the field. Duncan's run off the field. Guthrie started to run off the field, and there was a timeout taken with 1 second. So,
I don't think the Duncan kids are very smart.
So, 56-yard field goal attempt. If that's, I'm sure. I mean, if you call a timeout, you got to.
I mean, listen, if you run it down in 1 second, you're going to try the field goal. There's no other reason why you would do that. I mean, it serves no purpose. I hope the kid gets to try it personally.
Just to see it?
Just to see it.
They did add another second to the game clock, so there's 2 seconds. Not that really matters, but so we'll see. The ball will be on the far hash mark. There is a slight wind behind him, and I don't see the kicker out there.
That makes no sense. Why do you go through all that?
Hail Mary?
I mean, I would have called, try to go downfield. You still had another timeout to use.
I kind of want the young man to try it. Feel a little cheated right now, Chris.
Well, I mean that's good news for Guthrie. I mean, they're in there. It looks like they're going to probably try a Hail Mary here. And the Blue Jays smartly will take a timeout, make sure everything is lined up before this last second pass. I'm not sure if the young man can get it in. I'm sure he can. Haven't really seen him throw it downfield a whole lot tonight. Yeah. But we will see here. And
might see that hook and lateral again. You might see. I mean, there's a lot of different things you might see here. We want to see the clock run out and get in the locker room and make some adjustments and see what we can do in the second half.
Yeah, Golden Chick halftime show coming up. I have to make some halftime adjustments as well.
Oh, boy.
I'm guessing Craig and Phil will have a lot to say here at halftime. As
scares me, Flecky.
I got 2 wireless mics above us, and both of them are not out. We got 1 down on the field. That's not working. It's just.
Well, the good news is we don't have to listen to whoever that is up there that's very, very happy with the Demon performance thus far.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm not really sad that one's out.
Here we go. 4th down and 10, but that's not the part here. There's 2 seconds left. Duncan will take the snap from the Guthrie 39-yard line. 4 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side. There's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle, 35 and down at the 30-yard line. So pickup of 9 yards, and strangely enough, the second quarter comes to an end. Blue Jays go into the locker room somewhat lucky to be only down 10 points. They got a field goal on their second drive after Duncan set them up at the 18-yard line. Couldn't punch it in, but does get the field goal. But Duncan with 13 straight points after that to go into the locker room 13-3. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Golden Chick halftime show. This is Guthrie Bluejay football.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Glenda here with Jim and our Red River Roofing crew. You've known us for 16 years of quality roofing services, and we are also proud installers of Diamond Coat pre-finished siding.
This quality wood siding product is scratch resistant, comes in custom color option, and will actually increase your home's resale value.
With a 30-year no-fade warranty, this siding is sure to impress.
Durability is #1, so choose a stylish exterior siding that will last.
Call today to boost your home's curb appeal with beautiful Diamond Coat siding. Visit us at redriverroofing.com.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
This is Craig Fleck. Stay tuned after the break. Phil Nichols will join me for first half stats and more on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back. Golden Chick Halftime Show as Blue Jays trail the Duncan Demons here in the first round of the playoffs by a score of 13-3. Craig Fleck here alongside Phil Nichols. And
goodness.
We got Parker back in here. Here he is. As we look now as halftime underway. Duncan Demon Band out on the field. And, you know, we went through our keys to the game before game started, and I think
haven't done one out of them yet.
I think not one of them have we checked off. I know mine was Guthrie needed to rush the ball at over 4 yards a clip. They're rushing at 3.2 yards per clip. No penalties. Well, 5 penalties for 40 yards, and those have been drive killers and drive extenders for Duncan. And then what was yours again, Phil?
Turnovers.
Turnovers, yeah. So gave up a pick six.
Yeah.
And none for the Blue Jays. So pretty much all of our keys to the game have gone the other way. Not the first half, obviously, the Blue Jays were looking for.
Well, and I think, you know, we've just been able to do absolutely nothing offensively up to this point. I mean, it's just been a mess, to say the least. And our defense did a nice job out there overall in the first half. I mean, kept giving our offense great opportunities. Just couldn't convert on them. And it also looked like Duncan figured a few things out late in this first half offensively, and we're starting to move the ball pretty easily against the Jays there towards the end. And so this is going to be all about adjustments. We're also going to learn a little bit about this Guthrie team. We're going to find out if they got some fight in them, right? You know, you want a dog that'll bite when you're talking about football, and we don't look like much of a biter right now. We look like we're just sitting on the porch. So we got to figure out a way to get out there, hit somebody in the mouth, and reestablish some momentum for the Blue Jays, and hopefully turn this thing around in the second half. If not, it'll be a wrap.
Well, and of course, we look at the one score the Blue Jays did get was they get the field goal there in the first quarter after a fourth down attempt inside his own 20-yard line by the Duncan Demons. Yeah. An interesting call, to say the least, and then some interesting clock management at the end of the game. You have a younger coach here on the Duncan sideline. Do you think maybe some of that inexperience was coming through there?
Well, I don't know if it's inexperience, but you got to remember his dad down there that's a legend's on the sideline with the headset on also, and so I really don't know what it could also be that he just truly thinks that he can move the ball on this defense. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and I guarantee you, offensively, he has to know, or excuse me, defensively, he knows at this point, and we've done nothing to prove differently.
Yeah.
We can do absolutely nothing against them on the offensive side of the ball right now. We caught that one nice long pass there towards the end of the first half, but just haven't been able to establish anything with the running game. If you don't establish anything with the running game, like you said in pregame, Flecky, key of the game is you can't set up the pass. And you add that with a lot of silly penalties, because we've had some silly penalties. And that one big turnover, pick six, you know, that's where you find yourself down 13-3, first round of a playoff game against a team that you doesn't appear anyway that you can do much offensively against up to this point.
Now, I want to bring in Parker here because you were down the field. I was looking at that Duncan defense, and it looked like they were almost set up to where when they had Marcellus off to when he was singled up, they actually moved a safety over just to cover him up and actually kept him in double team and were specifically targeting, bracketing Marcellus on the far side of the field. Was that kind of what you were seeing when they sent him out to the boundary?
I think it's no secret that Marcellus is our big play weapon. You got to go to him, and I think they've seen on film what he can do. And yeah, they're definitely they're bringing a safety over top, kind of shading him. And we saw it on the goal line attempt down there, and there's actually a really good throw down here on the sideline by Jackson that he caught. But yeah, they're going to make it tough for him to catch it.
Well, and Duncan defense has given up some chunk plays to the Blue Jays, but that's really what the Jays have, pretty much all of the Jays have done. I mean, is a few chunk plays, 122 yards of offense, actually outgaining the Demons' offense, but all of it on chunk plays, no consistency in what they're able to do.
Well, when you can't establish anything up front with the big uglies, it's hard to get anything going. I mean, and you know, all due respect for our linemen, as I know they're out there trying just as hard as they can, they just look overmatched right now. I mean, they just do. Now, that doesn't mean they are. That just means that's what it's looked like up to the first half. So, again, that's why I say it's all about adjustments, right? It's all about figuring out ways to make things happen in this second half, but we've got to figure something out with the offensive line, because if they don't get it going, if they don't give people plays time to develop, they don't give Jackson time to throw, if they don't give time for the receivers to get where they need to be, it's going to be a long ride back to the Guthrie Bluejays.
Well, and you mentioned that, and it's not just that they're getting beat, but really good scheme from Duncan's defense.
Yeah, very good defense.
I mean, they are outnumbering, they're overloading that offensive line a lot from Guthrie, and really doing a good job of putting Guthrie in some bad situations where you saw Jackson just get absolutely nailed in the back because, you know, he got overloaded on that side. We're going to go ahead and take our first time out of the halftime. You are listening to the Golden Chick Halftime Show on Guthrie News.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
And these are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Come on, I need this back.
Okay. The Golden Chick Halftime Show rolls on with the John Vance Auto Group scoring summary right after this.
Football. Whether it's watching it on TV, listening on the radio, or going to a game, it's part of being an American. It's also part of being a Guthrie Bluejays fan, where winning is a tradition. At John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie, we too have a tradition. It's one of treating our customers with respect. If you need a Ford, GMC, Cadillac, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, new or pre-owned, come by and be impressed with how you'll be treated.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
I-35, exit 153 in Guthrie.
And welcome back to the Golden Chick Halftime Show, as joined now by Phil Nichols. Craig Fleck here is
Ran Parker off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. He's back up here in the booth with us because he was getting a little chilly down there.
It's cold, guys.
It's the flat bill. If you get rid of the flat bill, you don't get cold.
I got a beanie here that I'm thinking about putting on.
Put that bad boy on.
I can't really do it with my hands are so cold.
You know, you shouldn't have said that because from now on you're Ricky Bobby. You do realize that.
Don't know what to do with them.
I'm telling you, you're now Ricky Bobby.
As Phil over there going to take a look at some scores from around the state.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, boys. You know, we talked all week, and Chris and I talked Wednesday night on the radio show. We thought Altus would roll in there and let McGinnis, give them a heck of a contest and really think they would win the game. Not the story. Bishop McGinnis halftime 31, Altus 7.
Oh, and, you say that. I'm not as surprised. That McGinnis defense was actually pretty good. It was better than I thought it would be. And I think there's maybe one team in the state that can deal with Richardson.
Yeah, of course, you got to go through a few more of these scores. Fleggy, you got Coweta 21, Tahlequah 7. That's towards the end of the second quarter. Piedmont at Ardmore. Ardmore, number 2 team in the state of Oklahoma, 10-0, 21. Piedmont 5-5, 0. That game that we were looking at tonight, of course, the winner of this game will face the winner of the Collinsville Ada game. Collinsville at half, 13, Ada 7. So Ada hanging around, a 5-5 ball club hanging around with a 10-0 club at halftime, 13-7. El Reno, another shocker, halftime against Carl Albert, number 1 ranked, 2-time defending state champion, 7. El Reno 7 at halftime.
Wow! So
a real surprise there. You got Claremore and Tulsa Edison Prep 27-7. Claremore leading that contest of 2 6-4 teams. And you have the other McGinnis team on the other side of the state, Catholic School Bishop Kelly 24, Skytook 0. That with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And that's our scoring kind of update around the state of Oklahoma. It's, that Carl Albert score is a shocker. And then McGinnis score, to be quite frank, is a shocker to us. I thought Altus would come in there and really do some damage, but not been the story.
I was talking about Ardmore before the game, and, they have 48 kids on their roster. Do you know how many of them are seniors?
How many?
32.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
So they are very experienced, and next year going to have quite a few holes to fill on that squad. There's a reason they don't run the score up late, and that's because they don't have a lot of guys, a lot of depth to put in once they take their seniors out.
Well, we'll go through some other scores around the state. If I can get Chris's phone, I just messed it up. There we go. We're back. 6A action, Sapulpa, number 7-3 Sapulpa, number 7 facing number 3 Midwest City. Midwest City up in that ball game, 21-7, the end of the first quarter. Number 1 Stillwater playing the Muskogee Roughers. Stillwater winning that game. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, 27-13. Of course, Stillwater, the majority of the season's been everybody's number 1 pick at 6A Division II. Matchup of real athletic teams. Chris and I talked about this week as well. Del City, 7-3 club, coming in the first round, 8. Booker T, Washington, who I think a lot of people at the beginning of the year thought, boy, they're just loaded. They'll just, 7. That game at the half. Lawton, number 6 Lawton, 6-4 ball club facing number 2 Bixby, 9-1 ball team. Bixby leading that 35-0 in the second quarter. So no real shockers in that 6A2 playoff action. But, you look at the Stillwater Pioneers, it just kind of feels like they almost feel like a team that's just on a little bit of a destiny run right now. Of course, they've got Contrell Walker, who's probably, arguably, him and Richardson, the 2 top running backs in the state of Oklahoma. And both of them, their teams kind of go as they go. Of course, Stillwater also has Gunnar Gundy at quarterback.
You can say they're a team of destiny, though, but you got to look at those Bixby Spartans who have won. I'm pretty sure they won every 6A2 state championship trophy that's been Booker T won last year, but the first few Bixby won. They're a team that's got a lot of experience. They hang around a lot, and they're very good this year. I think Booker T was the team that everybody thought was going in was going to be the big one. Stillwater has been everybody's darling since it started. Midwest City's everybody's dark horse. I think Bixby's the team that everybody's forgotten about.
I think everybody except for probably all the coaches in 6A Division IIs, they haven't forgotten about it. I believe, and Chris could help me on this, I believe Chris picked Bixby to win the state title. I went with the Stillwater Pioneers. I like those sweetheart stories, that, puppies, everything like that. But great job by the Stillwater Pioneers this year.
We got some Logan County scores here. Coyle versus Midway. Coyle beats them 48-0 at half.
Wow.
So that was a little bit of a shock. I thought that one would be a little bit closer, but Coyle and Under Weathers over there has got it going.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Got anything on the Cashin game?
Trying to find that right now.
Efforting on Cashin right now. Of course, Cashin 10-0 district champions. My pick to win the state title in that game. I think we're going to go ahead here. We're efforting and get to our final break of halftime here in the Duncan Demons Halliburton Stadium. Duncan 13, Blue Jays 3. We'll be back in one moment.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
I'm Mike Gundy, head football coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Respect of the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials is necessary at all levels of athletics and activity programs. Your conduct is a direct reflection of you, your community, and your school. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Do the right thing.
Golden Chick halftime show rolls on here in Duncan, Oklahoma. Duncan Demons leading the Blue Jays by a score of 13-3. Got the good crew here tonight. Braden Russell, Kel Evans. Of course, you've been listening to Craig Flake, Phil Nichols, and Parker Burnett. Blue Jays trying to extend that season to next week in Collinsville. Got to come back and rally here as they trail at 13-3. And, of course, before we get out of here on the halftime show, one more break officially to get to. But Lou and the crew at I-35 at the Golden Chick location just continue to do a great job. Sponsors not only this broadcast, but sponsors so much stuff in Guthrie and Logan County.
Yeah, they do a great job. I'm mad at Lulu right now, though.
Oh, you're mad. Okay.
Put on 7 pounds. It's all Lulu's fault.
Ice cream or the rolls?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Well, you're a happy 7 pounds heavier.
Are you kidding me? The happiest I've been in years.
Oh, the okra is fantastic as well. Big thank you to Lula and the crew out there at Golden Chick. Well, guys, here we'll kind of get to the Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game in our next segment, but it's just got to figure out something offensively.
Yeah.
I know you guys probably talked about it in the first segment here at halftime, but it's just got to figure something out offensively.
I mean, if we don't, the season comes to an end.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple. And defense has played an outstanding ball game up to this point, and just got to get something going on the offensive side of the ball.
All right, with that, we'll take our final timeout. When we come back, it'll be the Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the second half of what Guthrie has to do to rally here in the second half as Guthrie makes their way out of the locker room. We're about 5 minutes away from kicking off the second half. Back after this is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. Come on, I need this back. Okay.
It might be upper 40s outside here in Duncan, but what's it, upper 70s? Is that what I heard?
So I'd give anything for upper 70s right now in here.
Upper
90s?
Upper
maybe?
70s here in this nice renovated press box.
Yeah, it's very nice.
As, again, the Blue Jays here at halftime trail at 13-3. Duncan Demons have made their way onto the field. And, Krager, did we get first half stats? Have we got that out of the way? I'm sorry.
I gave basic stats.
Okay. Real quick, I can give you the scoring summary real quick before we get to our keys to the game here in the second half. Blue Jays, remember, Phil, second possession for Duncan. They go for it on their own 18-yard line. Fourth down and maybe 2. Yeah, 41 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That's chilly.
36 wind chill.
The hard freeze is coming tonight, so bye-bye flowers, bye-bye green grass,
bye-bye free time for Phil tomorrow. Got left to do outside.
Man, I hate cold weather. Anyway, Duncan goes for it, 4th down and 2. Guthrie holds him up. Guthrie takes over at the Duncan 18-yard line. However, cannot get into the end zone, but they do get a 25-yard field goal from David Vargas. Guthrie had a 3-0 lead with 6:04 to play in the first quarter. Then Duncan scores 13 unanswered points, a 61-yard pick six, just about a minute 20 into the second quarter, made it 7-3, and then a 15-yard touchdown run by J.J. Harris made it a 13-3 game as the snap on the extra point went over the head of the snapper.
Well, I'll tell you, we talked about it when on that first big defensive stance by Guthrie. We made the comment, they need to get out of here with 7, not 3, because then that's a momentum shift back to Duncan. Of course, Duncan bows their neck, shuts down the Blue Jay defense. That's the only time tonight the Blue Jays have been anywhere near the end zone on the offensive side of the ball. So, as we've talked about, probably to nauseam, we have got to get this offensive things figured out and get some points on the board.
Blue Jays, look at the Guthrie offense. I'm sure Craig mentioned has more yards offensively than Duncan has offensively by 27 yards. But when both offenses are struggling, it comes down to defensive scores, and Duncan got the defensive score.
And we also talked about this, Chris. Comes down to mistakes, turnovers, penalties. Unfortunately, if there's 2 categories, Guthrie's leading it tonight. Flecky, one of them penalties, one of them turnovers. So, not a situation that we want to find ourselves in. This offense, Guthrie offense, is going to struggle. They're not a come-from-behind type of club, and not that they're not capable, but it's just not something they've had to do all year consistently. And I think you're going to see about any and everything in the kitchen sink in the second half to try to get something going offensively. That is without question the key to the Blue Jays getting out over the win and heading off to the second round. But Fleck, I don't know. We've watched a lot of football games together over the years. We've called a lot of games together. I don't remember a Blue Jay offense struggling like this in quite some time.
It's been a while. You got to go back probably to that 2004 season when it was just a disaster, when your top 2 quarterbacks hurt with DeMarcus Davis as well. You're putting in a freshman quarterback named Kai Staley, who was 14.
That wasn't too bad.
He was 14 years old at the time.
Number 82, Kai Staley.
Yeah, number 82, Kai Staley. You have to probably go back to that when, that really just deflated that team and they never really recovered. Go back to there to where you're seeing an offense that really struggled as much as this one has. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's really their fault. They just don't have the juice that a lot of our teams have had in the past. They don't have the guy who's just going to put the team on his back and go.
Yeah.
And we just don't have that.
Right. And it's not just Guthrie. It happens all the time. It's not fair, but it is part of life. It's just hard to compare some of these kids to other kids and what they've done. Mm-hmm. It's just not their fault. It's just what you have. But of course, that's high school. That's college. When
it's magnified at high school level.
Yeah, magnified. But remember, Duncan won the toss and deferred, and so Duncan will get the football first to begin this second half.
Kind of bodes well the way the game's going so far. Defense come down, make a big stop down here, potentially force a turnover. It's going to take something like that, I think, to get some energy back into the Blue Jay offense and give them an opportunity to get going.
So we hope you enjoyed the Golden Chick halftime show. Guys, real quick, your Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the second half. We'll start with Parker Burnett down on the field.
Well, guys, I kind of like to see some quick hit stuff with the offense, maybe getting a little rhythm, try to get something going, build some confidence, and see if we can sustain a drive a little bit, see if we can punch one in the end.
I was about to brag on the wireless. It did very good. You didn't get the zone out, but end zone. But Phil?
Well, number 12. I think number 12 offensively, we got to figure out a way to get him involved. Big Mr. Jackson. Get him involved offensively. Get rid of the stupid penalties. Get rid of the silly mistakes. Continue to play great defense. Blue Jays can battle the way back in this game.
Blue Jays approach the football. David Vargas kicks this one left to right on the radio dial. That will go into the end zone. It'll be first down and 10. Parker Burnett with the assist down in the end zone with the football. And, hey, guys, it's still 13-3, still a very winnable ball game.
Yeah,
I mean, big play can happen. Craig talks about it all the time.
Yep.
Just one big play away from getting back into it.
Yep, and I think my key to this second half is opportunism. The Blue Jays have struggled offensively. When they get presented with an opportunity, they need to seize it with both hands, be opportunistic in this second half in a way that they weren't in that first half.
Absolutely. That is Craig Fleck with his Eskridge keys to the second half. First down and 10 from the 20. Duncan goes to the air on the first play. Caught at the 21. Driven backwards after a 1-yard pickup. Second down and 9 upcoming. We'll see what Guthrie offensively coaches. You know, we always brag about Guthrie coaches in years past of being to make adjustments. And obviously, something has to be adjusted. We'll see what that is.
I mean, no bigger test than we see right now for our offensive coaches, of course, led by Coach Scott Mick, great offensive coordinator, but those adjustments are going to be key. Pass completed out to number 3.
Out to the 23, down to the 25-yard line. Campbell Leach, Marcellus Owens on the tackle for the Blue Jays. 4-yard pickup, so it's third down and 5 for the Duncan Demons. If the Guthrie be a huge start for this Guthrie defense, get a 3 and out.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, games just kind of continue the way it looked in the first half. Defense out there making stops. Duncan not doing a whole lot of things as far as anything crazy.
Duncan now 7 of 11 passing. They go to the ground game here with J.J. Harris. Needs a 30, first down and more. Here comes a flag, though, as that was obvious holding at behind the line of scrimmage when J.J. made his move. And this one's going backwards, and so it'll be third down and 10. Minute 3 gone by here in the third quarter. Glad to have you aboard on this Friday night. We hope it's not our last broadcast football side of things of the season, but Blue Jays got a rally back here for make a trip up to Collinsville or maybe Ada.
Well, it could be either one right now. That game, tight ball game at half, 8-7 right now. Collinsville leading. That's Carl Albert. Carl Albert scores a shocker.
That is a shocker.
7 at half, and boy, what a win that'd be for El Reno.
Huge.
Oh.
Third down and 13 yards. A ball after the penalties marked at the 17-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground with J.J. Harris trying to bounce it to the outside. There's a lot of Blue Jays tracking him down. Tackled at the 15-yard line. Loss of 2 yards. Fourth down, 15. Gooseby Scott on the tackle. Punting time for the Demons.
Yeah, this is exactly what we needed the defense to do. Fortunately, set up by a Duncan mistake, Duncan penalty. Got to take advantage of this. Flecky talked about being opportunistic, taking advantage of these kind of things. This is one of those moments right here.
The Duncan punter back at his own 1-yard line. Kay Guggesberg and Marcellus Owens back near midfield to retrieve this punt. It's a good snap, and it's a great punt. High punt. Fair catch called for by Guggesberg, and he'll let it bounce. It'll cost him about 10, 15 yards, but, boy, those are so tough to catch. I would probably done the same thing, but the ball is down at the 42-yard line. 43-yard punt for the Demon punter, and we knew we'd have 2 good kickers tonight. Yeah,
it was a great punt by the kid. Cade's got to step up and receive that ball.
Yeah,
I mean, that's, like you said, cost him about 15 yards. I understand. I've returned a few of those back in my day when I wasn't so fat, so old, and so slow, but it's not fun. You don't know what they're going to do. They're going to come down there and take your head off, right? So it's a lot easier to say to do it than not do it.
Well, at least your vision's going away.
I can't see a thing.
First down and 10. 4 receiver set. Handoff up the middle. Josh Raines will take it from the 42 to the 45. A 3-yard pickup. Second down and 7. Guthrie again. 125 yards of offense now on 34 offensive plays. Just under 4 yards per snap for this Guthrie offense. Of course, the pick 6 playing a big part of this ball game right now as we hit 9:47 play in the third quarter. Plenty of time with 4 receivers to the far side. Ball marked at the 44-yard line, low snap, hand off to Josh Rain, spins across the 45, down to the 47, pickup of 3 yards. So third down and 4, and it's 3 yards, 4 yards at a time right now on the running game. There's been a few big plays, but nothing, most of it's been 5 yards or fewer.
Well, so far, no real sign of anything changing from the first half.
Setting them up. 4 receivers set here.
Let's hope so.
Third down and 4. Ball's on the near hash mark of the 48-yard line. Guthrie needs the other 48. Jackson finds Guggesberg right there at the 45, down at the 41-yard line. Nice tackle there.
Number
excuse
4.
Me, that's Max Medford on
Big
the
catch for Max.
Wow, there you go. It Looks like Kay Gooseberry out there.
Yeah.
And see Max sneak up on the field. It's a first down for the Blue Jays back at the Duncan 41. Now they hurry up and run the football. And they'll run on the left side with Jackson Waddell. Breaks the tackle to 40. Gets to the 35 on the far sideline. Close to another first down as Guthrie picked up the tempo there. It'll be just shy, but a good play on first down.
That might be one of those adjustments we're talking about. Maybe they're going to go to more of an up-tempo offense. Looks like it right now, hurrying up on the line of scrimmage.
Already on top of the football here. Play clock put into motion. Pistol formation, 4 receivers. Jackson takes the snap, puts it in the belly of the running back, Josh Raines, across the 30, and leans to the 20, we'll call it the 26, and got plenty for the first down. Needed just a couple, gets about 6, and the Blue Jays will move the chains. First down and 10.
This is what we had been hoping to see from the beginning of the ball game. Putting a little pass combination run together and moving the ball down the field.
Chase speeding it up here. Low snap Jackson comes up with, though. Keeps it, runs on the left side, gets at the line of scrimmage, and then gets to the 20-yard line. Jackson picks up 6 yards, and second down and 4. Blue Jays couple on this drive here, moving quickly but getting valuable yards on first down.
Well, and that's the whole key. We talk about it every week. You've got to get out there ahead of the chains and put yourself in a situation. Guthrie finds themselves in a great situation, 2nd and 5.
From the Duncan 21-yard line. 4 receiver set, hand off to Josh Raines again, spins at the 20, down at the 19, 2 yards there. So it'll bring up a third down. We'll call it 3 yards to go for Guthrie. Now he's starting to say 4 down territory. You bring in more points with David Vargas. He's already made a 25-yarder, but you're going to need some touchdowns.
Yeah, you got to need touchdowns to win the ball game. I think this will be 4 down territory.
3rd down and 3. Low snap again. Jackson keeps it. Should have handed that one off.
Maybe not.
It will cost him 2 yards back at the 21-yard line. Guthrie brings out the field goal. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt. David's got plenty of leg. And
that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, Blue Jays going to bring on David Vargas in the field goal unit here. Jackson probably should have given that one up. As soon as he pulled it, he got hit.
Yeah, you definitely got to make that read as especially a 3-year starter and a senior, and give your team an opportunity to get that 3rd down conversion. But 3 points are better than none, and that would be big for the Blue Jays right here.
Pulls you within a touchdown. Field goal attempt. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt. The ball's on the far hash mark on the right side of your radio dial. Snap, hold, whistles. Kick away.
It was good,
but
delay of game.
It is a delay.
How in daylights does that ever happen?
Well, the good news is that the field goal was good, and it would have been good from 43 yards. Can David do it again, though?
Well, he's going to get an opportunity.
And he's got the leg to do it.
He does have the leg to do it. We constantly talk about mistakes. This is a great example of that. Take the points off the board and try her again. I guess technically points are never on the board.
Yeah. But if you don't jump off sides.
Yep.
Here we go again. David Vargas stays on there. We'll call this 42-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold. Kick is long enough. Did he split the uprights?
He
did. David Vargas, a senior, comes big on a 42-yard field goal made. 6:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. New score, Duncan 13, Guthrie 6. Timeout from Halliburton Stadium. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Blue Jays back on the scoreboard. It's now a 1-touchdown score here as David Vargas kick a left to right on the radio dial. Will go into the end zone. It'll be first down and 10 for the Duncan Demons. Blue Jays, 8 plays, 35 yards. David Vargas earlier had a 25-yard field goal. Here kicks a 42-yard field goal. Your new score with 6:46 play in the third quarter. Duncan 13, Guthrie 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's, big time score. Like you said, get it down to 1. Score for the Blue Jays. Blue Jay defense continues to come out and do what they've been doing all night. Blue Jays right back in this ball game. Definitely saw some things in that last offensive drive for the Blue Jays to make you feel better about things. Definitely moving the ball around. But
remember, it's not about trying to get district points.
Right.
It's all about just getting in here
and
getting out of here with a 1-point win.
Right.
No matter how pretty, how ugly
right.
it is. First down and 10 for the Demons. Demons will throw it on first down. The pass is incomplete along the far sideline in front of the Guthrie bench. Pass intended for Javian Dangerfield. Pass wasn't really on target there by Jackson Gregston. Sets up second down and 10.
Boy, this would be one of those nice times to see one of those defensive scores, right? That'd be a big momentum shift for the Blue Jays.
Duncan still looking for 100 yards of offense. Second down and 10. J.J. Harris trying to do that, and he'll do that as he goes across the 25, still on his feet to the 30, and down at the 31-yard line. 11-yard pickup, so now Duncan now over 100 yards on 33 snaps. They increase it to 109 yards on the night.
Of course, J.J. looked like a kid that's placer at Oklahoma State wrestling right there.
Yes.
Tough kid, just lowered his head and said, come on, get some, and picked up the first down.
6:26 to play third quarter. First down and 10. Hand off right side, getting the call here. Looked like that was 25, Dawson Ledford. And Ledford will pick up 1 yard as he takes it to the 32-yard line. Second down and 9. Gooseby, David Scott, Turvey Williams, Cade Whitfield, other Gooseby, Coonfield, Ballard Stevenson, Marcellus Owens on that defensive line. Of course, Campbell Lynch in there as well. Second down 9, they're going to hand it off again, are the Demons, and he'll get to the 35-yard line, pick up a 3 yards. Third down and 6, Dominic Gooseby on the tackle of the running back number 2, Zane Mays. And so here we go, another third down try here for the Demons. Look at the stats right quick for the Duncan Demons on third down attempts. If I can get to it fast enough, third down attempts. Duncan 4 of 11. That's 36% on the night. Can the Guthrie defense hold and give the offense a chance here? Third down 6 from the 35. They need the 41. Ball's on their hash mark. 2-back set. They'll hand it off. No, Wilkins will keep it. It will be hit for a loss. Back at the 31-yard line, Hunter Thompson with perhaps the biggest tackle of his high school career. And the Duncan Demons will have to punt the football away.
That's exactly what you wanted to see. Hunter Thompson flies in there for the tackle for a loss. Defense did exactly what they needed to do. Going to get the offense back on the field. Continue that momentum they picked up on that last drive.
3 and out for the Demons. Boy, a big punt return here would be awesome. It's a good snap. It's another great punt. Marcellus goes back, and it's actually filled by Raines from the 30 to the 35. Goes to the far side, 40. Josh trying to shed a tackle. He'll actually get out to the 43-yard line. So both teams are probably happy with that. And as there's a little extra activity on the far sideline, J.J. Harris getting into it with a few Blue Jay players. No flags. And so the Guthrie offense, it's playoff football, right?
That's playoff football. The old buddies, having a little chat. That's what makes these kind of games fun.
Guthrie takes over at the 43-yard line. Parker, how's the momentum and the attitude on the Blue Jay sideline?
I'll tell you what, they seem a little bit more fired up than they did all first half. I think they can kind of sense this one kind of shifting back in their direction. See if they can go finish this one off right here.
Absolutely. First down and 10 from the 43. 3 receivers to the near side. Offset pistol. Another low snap. Pass thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Caught by Josh Raines. Reverses his field. He'll spin across the 45 to the 47. What looked like might have been a 5-yard loss. Turns into about a 4 or 5-yard pickup for Josh Raines.
Got a Duncan player down, looks like, Chris.
In the backfield. About where Josh caught the football. It's the official's timeout. My computer's a little bit touchy. It's wanting to play commercials when it's not supposed to.
They say
just not paying attention.
Talk is cheap.
I don't know why it's doing that.
They say talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap, but
that's what we do here. We talk, maybe cheap. But.
All right, player down, and All right, with that, we'll take a timeout. 4:23 to play third quarter. Guthrie with the football down, a touchdown, 13-6. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
They say talk is cheap, and they're right, especially when it comes to football. Only the most talented, hardest working, most physically fit, and best coached teams win football games. It's the same with John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie. We don't just talk about great service, best price, and a free lifetime powertrain guarantee. We do it. Come by and see for yourself.
Everything you've heard about the John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
I-35 exit 153 in Guthrie.
John Vance Auto Group.
I'm Mike Gundy, head football coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Respect of the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials is necessary at all levels of athletics and activity programs. Your conduct is a direct reflection of you, your community, and your school. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Do the right thing.
Second down and 6 for the Blue Jays. 4:13 to play. Third quarter. Guthrie down 13-6. 4-receiver set. Jackson, another low snap. Hand off to Josh Raines. Josh moving demons to midfield. Tough run there. 4-yard pickup. Guthrie will have a third down and 3 upcoming. I keep saying low snap. I mean, we're able to get it off, but you want to kind of fix that real quick.
Been all night, and I don't know, paying attention to that, I think it has a lot to do with that nose guard up front. It's just playing havoc, to be quite frank, with our center.
Third down and 3 from midfield. Blue Jays need the Duncan 47 for a first down to extend this possession. Jackson will check with the offensive coaches on the sideline. 11 seconds on the play clock. Blue Jay. 4-receiver set. Jackson takes a snap. Quick pass near sideline, caught by Brody Hinkle. Going to be just shy, going to be shy of that first down marker, about a half a yard, Phil. So
this is a big time call right here. I think you'll probably see.
Sneak it?
I think you'll see the Blue Jays try to go for it. I don't know
if I'm getting nervous, but
I'm nervous.
My first instinct is to go under center and push forward, but again, Jackson's not the biggest player at quarterback, and Guthrie never goes underneath center ever. So
don't think. Well, I think as well as the defense is playing, you'll definitely see us go for it here. BB feeling confident that we can stop them on the defensive side.
Ball's between the 47 and the 48 yard. Guthrie needs the entire 47 for a first down. Guthrie going for it. 4th and 1. Duncan side of the field. Shotgun set. Low snap. Jackson runs left side. Lowers the shoulder. Did not get there. Guthrie saying they did, but that's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, he's short.
Well, this guy's working there.
Well, that depends on that official is that's a
good mark.
That's about as good as they can get for Guthrie. I thought Jackson never got there, and it's going to be a measurement, and we'll
I can't see exactly where the ball's setting, but I think we're going to be. I think that's going to be a first down, guys.
Sure does look like it.
Goodness gracious, what a spot. What a spot that was for the Blue Jays.
It's one of those deals, maybe the far side official probably had a better view at that.
Can't really tell from there, but from our angle, it looks like the Jays are going to pick up the first down, and they have.
Half a football, Phil.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a great turn of events for the Blue Jays.
The best spot you can ask for in that situation. Yeah. So, hey, possession stays alive. First down and 10. I mean, again, he was tackled. He might have got there. Who knows? Well, we didn't have the best of angles, but it did look short. Jackson Waddell wants a home run. Marcel's got a step on the defender. It's cut at the 10-yard line. Blue Jays with a huge play, 37 yards down the field.
Big time play. Flecky, I'm going to give it up to my buddy Craig Fleck. He's been telling us all night, big plays, big plays. We got another one there. We got to capitalize on this with 7, though.
All the way down to the Duncan 8-yard line. Guthrie already at the line of scrimmage. They want to move quick. It's been good for him here in this third quarter. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Pistol formation. Hand off Josh Raines up the middle. Hit at the 5. Moving his feet, though. And he'll be down at the 4-yard line. Gets half the yards needed here. Second down and goal.
Tell you what, you get down here right now. And we talked about adjustments at halftime. Definitely we've seen many of those. The biggest adjustment being Blue Jays running that quick up-tempo offense. It's having a great effect for the Blue Jays up to this point.
39-yard reception by Marcellus. Second down and go. Jackson will be hit behind the line of scrimmage at the 5-yard line. Third down and go. Marcellus, go back to that catch real quick, Phil. Over 3 defenders.
Yeah, that was a fabulous catch. Great throw by Jackson. Had plenty of time for the play to develop.
Does Guthrie have to throw it here?
I think we have to. I don't think we've shown any consistency in running the ball against this Demon defense.
Especially with the short field.
Yeah.
Third and goal from the 5-yard line. Guthrie tried to Marcellus earlier in this set. Jackson to throw. Wide open in back of the end zone. Touchdown Blue Jays. An extra point away from tying this one up. Marcellus Owens with the 5-yard touchdown grab.
Got a Blue Jay down on the field.
Parker, if we can get you in the right spot, and Marcellus did a good job of getting some space.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of can't get it. I can't give it. There it is.
There you go.
Gave him like a 1-2 step, came inside, and Jackson put it right on the.
Yeah, that was a good pass there by Jackson to spot Marcellus to get open. And again, injured player down in around the 15-yard line.
I think it's Dylan Dollar. Yeah.
Blue Jay lineman. He's slow to get up.
Is that 5'5"?
Yeah, it looks like 5'5".
Yeah.
Chandra Dyer, the great trainer for the Guthrie Blue Jay athletic program, and she's luckily for her, it's been kind of a quiet season as far as the injury front, but boy, she stays busy all the time. About to get busy again with basketball and wrestling season right around the corner. In the process, David Vargas on for the PAT to tie this ball game up. Snap, hold, kick. Up, and it is good. 13-13 ball game in Duncan. Don't go away now. 98 seconds played in the third quarter. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Accepting the loss of a loved one is the hardest thing we will ever have to do. At Nelson Monument Company, formerly Warren Monument Company, we aim to make selecting a memorial an easy and healing process. With our compassionate service, state-of-the-art design software, and our new and improved facility, we offer the best overall experience in the industry. Nelson Monument Company, located at 5305 South Division Street in Guthrie. Give us a call at 405-282-3220.
Hi, this is Asa Nelson, and from our family to yours, we would be honored to gain your trust.
Blue Jays back in the end zone. First time in the end zone, excuse me. First touchdown of the night. They go with 2 field goals. 5-yard touchdown pass, Jackson Waddell to Marcellus Owens. Of course, big play at 39 yards as Marcellus had that big catch down to the 8-yard line. Blue Jays, 8 plays, 57 yards, just over 3 minutes on the drive. And now as that kick goes into the end zone, minute 38 to play in the third quarter. Demons, 13. Blue Jays, 13 winner, advancing to the second round.
Well, you've seen a real momentum shift, obviously, here in the second half. And I say it every time, but the Blue Jay defense got to continue to do what they're doing and just go out here, get another stop for the Blue Jays, get the offense back on the field. Continue their winning ways right now, Chris. Really having a lot of success moving the ball in that last drive.
Demons offense, first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. They'll pitch it behind Phil. Oh, look who's waiting on him. Camel Leach waiting on him, and it's going to be a loss on the play as they try to reverse direction with that toss. He's going to lose 2 yards back at the 18-yard line. And the Demons thought they had a good play drawn up, and Camel Leach was waiting there. He goes, come here, boy. Come here.
Like I said, he's my MVP on the defensive side of the ball for the Blue Jays. Probably my MVP for the whole team.
He said that's called staying home.
Yeah, he's a smart football player. Did a good job right there.
Second down and now 12. We haven't seen the Demons go downfield a whole lot here. I'm sure they'll try to get some chunk yards here, but they're going to throw for it. It's going to be a long pass. It's incomplete at the 33-yard line. No flags. Good coverage there. J.D. Coonfield, Gooseby in the area. And there was contact, but again, I can't tell if it was before or after the football. It was close and probably the right call. Letting them play.
Well, you know, this is playoffs. That means you should have the top crews in the state of Oklahoma working these games.
And Darren Foster's crew is one of the best ones.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not going to make it about them.
Third down and 12. I hand it off to J.J. Harris, and David Scott says, get back over here, my former teammate. You're going down back at the 17-yard line, excuse me. And now here comes the punt crew back onto the field for the Demons. 69 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I'm a broken record, but the defense did exactly what you would ask them to do. They come out, another 3 and out, doing a fabulous job. Get the ball back in the hands of our offense, who that last series, Chris, looked like a different football team.
Duncan, 106 yards of offense tonight on just 40 snaps.
Ooh.
And there's a flag down. It's a poor snap, but there is a flag down. As long as it's not anything personal, it would not be a first down. If it is against Guthrie, the flag came from a far side official in front of the Guthrie bench.
Yeah, formation looks like.
It's going to be a formation legal shift on Duncan. Obviously, Guthrie will decline that, and so now we find the football at the Duncan 31-yard line, already in field goal range.
I mean, this could not play out any better. We got to capitalize this. We get out ahead in this ball game. I like our chances, Christopher. I really do. I mean, our defense is playing lights out tonight.
Blue Jays more than double up Duncan on offensive yards tonight in a 13-13 ball game. 47 seconds to play in the third quarter. Blue Jays moving left to right on your radio dial, Hot 93.7 FM. Ball's on the far hash mark. Handoff Josh Raines, dancing. Breaks loose a little bit across the 35-20 and down at around the 15-yard line. Josh Raines, 15, 16, 17-yard run, depending on the spot. As that one was bobbled up at the line of scrimmage, Josh able to bounce to the outside.
That's what Josh brings, Joe. He's a tough runner. He shows he's got a little more shake than what you probably think.
Right.
Not the fastest running back out there, but he is very, very does a great job of putting himself in positions to have success.
18-yard run. Give it back to Josh. He'll try it again, and Duncan will actually hit him back for a loss of maybe a yard on the play. So it'll be second down and about 11 to go. Blue Jays get one more first down inside the 2. Guthrie will not have to take a snap. They can wait till the fourth quarter if they want to. And I certainly think they will probably wait and take this into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would be concerned about. Of course, it probably doesn't matter with his leg, but we got the wind to our back right now if we wanted to try a field goal, but that isn't going to matter. We're going to let the clock run out here in the third quarter.
Well, 13-13 after 3 quarters. It's going to be a good one. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action comes back after this. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football in Duncan, Oklahoma.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
Fourth quarter action to begin here in Duncan, Oklahoma. Glad to have you aboard. 93.7 FM, KSBI. Braden Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. Blue Jays trying to get to the second round of the playoffs. It's been a little while since they've been in the second round, but looking to do it here.
Was it 2015, I think? Is that right?
2014.
2014. Gosh
yes.
Darn. Yeah, been too long.
Duncan just haven't been in the playoffs in a long time. It's been over 5 years for sure.
Yeah.
They're just trying to hold on the Blue Jays.
Yep.
Duncan had a 13-3 lead there for a little while, but here we go. Second down and 11 for the Blue Jays from the 13-yard line. Blue Jays now trying to score on the left side of your radio dial. Brody Hinkle in motion from left to right. Low snap. Jackson puts in the belly of Josh Raines, running on the left side, and Josh will get to the 10-yard line just to pick up a 3 yards. So it'll be third down and 8. Do note, Blue Jays can get a first down inside the 3-yard line.
I keep saying this, and I think we're going to see number 12, Jackson, become a part of this offense at some point. He's just too darn big and too good not to get the ball to him. Of course, you know, many times down here you worry 2 out of 3 things are bad when you throw the ball. don't want to take points away from yourself.
But you feel kind of confident making this call because you have David Vargas.
That's right.
We'll see what happens. 3rd down and 9. Jackson, a little draw play. Danson trying to get the edge. Gets to the 5. Reaches for the pylon. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Blue Jays. Gutty run there by Jackson Waddell. He cut it up. He knew he needed the 1st down marker. He cut it up to get it.
That's a tough kid. We've talked about it the last 3 years. Not the biggest kid, not the fastest kid, not the strongest arm. He's just a tough, hard-nosed football player that tries to find a way to get things done every time he touches the ball, and that's a big-time play by senior Jackson Waddell.
1st and goal, Blue Jays from the 1 on the near hash mark. Josh Raines, touchdown, Blue Jays. Guthrie back on the high side. Halliburton Stadium is stunned.
Pretty quiet over here on this sideline right now, Chris, but I'm telling you what, this is the tale of two halves right now. Offensively, I tell you, we couldn't do anything right in the first half. We've came out in the second half and done a great job. It's been an incredible switch. We talk about Scott Mick's ability to make adjustments, to go in and do things. He's as good as there is out there, and I tell you what, you're really seeing it right now on the football field.
Absolutely. 11-10 to play in the 4th quarter. David Vargas on to put a bow on this touchdown with the PAT. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is good. Guthrie, 20, Duncan, 13. Blue Jays in the lead. Back after this from Duncan. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Accepting the loss of a loved one is the hardest thing we will ever have to do. At Nelson Monument Company, formerly Warren Monument Company, we aim to make selecting a memorial an easy and healing process. With our compassionate service, state-of-the-art design software, and our new and improved facility, we offer the best overall experience in the industry. Nelson Monument Company, located at 5305 South Division Street in Guthrie. Give us a call at 405-282-3220.
Hi, this is Asa Nelson, and from our family to yours, we would be honored to gain your trust.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
It is the best John Vance Motor scoring summary of the season so far. Blue Jays go 5 plays, 31 yards in just 97 seconds. Josh Raines with a 1-yard touchdown run. But don't forget, big run by Jackson Waddell on 3rd down and 8 to get the 1st down. Blue Jays now lead this one 20-13. 11-10, still plenty of time to play in the 4th quarter. David Vargas, the kicker, right to left on the radio dial. This is going to be a sky kick. J.J. Harris ran this one back last week, but this is not J.J. Harris. He fields at the 30 and down at the 33-yard line. Phil, one guess who makes that tackle? Josh Raines for the Blue Jays. Offense, defense, special teams. And, again, Guthrie thought maybe we can rest Josh in this game, limit his snaps offensively, but didn't happen. He has to play every snap.
Sleepy time's going to come after the season. I mean, I'm just telling you right now that we're going to have all hands on deck. Of course, Justin Adams had the bulk of the carries all year. Had to have a little surgery on his hand. Now Justin is out there playing special teams, doing what he can. But Josh has stepped up in a big way.
So here we go. Duncan Demons will hand it off to J.J. Harris on the left side. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bounced off a Blue Jay, but there were 2 Blue Jays waiting for J.J. Harris at the 35-yard line. So they'll give him the 36. It's about a 2-yard pickup from the 34 to the 36. Nice job there as they will bring in the backup running back here at number 25, Dawson Ledford.
I think the Blue Jay defense, my gosh, best game we've seen them play all year, in my opinion. Big-time performance by the Blue Jay defense. 2nd down 8. Duncan wants to go through the air. They throw it on the run. It is incomplete. J.D. Kuhnfield played that one perfectly as the ball was thrown at the 40-yard line. The intended receiver is Tate Wilkins, a sophomore. Great coverage there by J.D. J.D.'s just, we say it all the time, he's playing lights out that safety position. This kid, everybody kind of always seems to be that one kid that's a great player that a lot of people don't talk about. JD's that kid for this Blue Jay defense. Super player.
Duncan Demons back to the air on 3rd down and 8, caught at the 40. It'll be a 1st down as CJ makes the tackle out of bounds just shy of the 45. Needed 8, and they got probably about right at 8 yards for the first down. So the Demons will move the chains. Guthrie defense held Duncan to two consecutive 3-and-outs, but it will be a first down at the Duncan 45-yard line.
Yeah, it's the defense got to bow their neck right here and do what they've been doing all night.
10:24, 10:23 to play in the fourth quarter. First down and 10. Handoff, J.J. Harris, nothing there. Goosby's going to bring, J.J. broke a tackle. Not many people get away from Goosby. And then he made David Sky, or was it Leach? Blue Jay took a hit there by J.J. It was Kuhnfield.
J.J.'s always been, he's just a tough kid. A lot of power. I mean, just looked like a man right there.
Wrestling season started. It looked like he was a wrestler right there. That's the definition of a wrestler there. Second down and 10. No pickup, though. He comes off the field. Demons back. It's incomplete at the 49-yard line. Looked like Marcellus had a good chance at the interception there.
I don't think he ever saw it.
I think he's like, I got to make sure I tackle this guy. I got to go after the body, not the football. And
boy, you'd like that one back, I tell you, because there's nobody over there. I mean, that's golden goal post.
Instead, it's third down and 10. Demons obviously will have to go through the air once again. 4 receiver set. They're going to fake the bubble. Come Wilkins. It's incomplete off his hands at the Guthrie 48-yard line. And the Demons are going to have to punt the football away with 9:46 to play in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a huge drive. We keep saying that with this conversion over here. Of course, you got to watch it here. I mean, if there ever is a time to try a fake, this wouldn't be a bad time to try it if you're a Demon fan. Now, you got JJ in there. It's all the makings of that. We don't know if they'll try it. Doesn't look like it.
Good snap, and they will punt the ball away. It's a high kick toward the near sideline. Marcellus will field it at the that's Josh Raines at the 16-yard line. And he'll go backwards, and we'll get back to the 16-yard line. So it's first down and 10 for the Blue Jays. 9:34 on the slowest clock in Stevens County here in the fourth quarter.
We talked about how fast the game was going the first half. If you're a Blue Jays fan, that thing's going to go brutally slow right now. You'd like for it to click away as quick as you can, but Blue Jays come out here, continue to have the success they've had offensively in the second half. You have an opportunity. Just put a drive together, take 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, flip the field position. It could be a big thing. You don't have to score points here to have a successful series.
Flag now moving quite a bit. The wind has picked up. Blue Jays will be going against the wind, but it's all about trying to run the football and get a couple first downs here and melt some time off this clock. Empty backfield for Jackson Waddell. It's going to be a little lead play for him. Josh Raines with the lead block, and Jackson will run out of bounds. That will stop the clock. Guthrie does not want to stop the clock, but he's out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup. Second down 8. Some scores were quick fill. Things are starting to line up as expected.
The world's right again.
Yeah, McGinnis leads Altus 31-7. Ardmore leads Piedmont 42-6. Bishop Kelly leads Skytook 31-0. Collinsville leads Ada 34-7. And Carl Albert with a fourth quarter lead 21-7. Second down at 8, handoff Josh Raines across the 20 down to the 22-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, and so it will be third down and about 5 yards for the Blue Jays. We'll call it maybe 4 yards officially, but boy, a first down would go a long ways here to take some time off of this clock.
Big third down conversion here, opportunity for the Blue Jays.
Twin receivers each side will be Raines, will be Waddell. They want to throw for it. Jackson has time, has Marcellus. It's caught at the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Move the chains. First down, Blue Jays.
Big time pass, big time catch by your playmaker, number 3, Marcellus Owens.
Credit to the offensive line who gave Jackson all day to throw the football.
Gave him all day to throw the football. Like I said, adjustments. They were made at halftime. Almost feels like the Blue Jays can move the ball at will right now.
21 yards. 21-yard pickup for Marcellus Owens from senior quarterback Jackson Waddell. First and 10 from the Guthrie 43-yard line. Jackson takes the snap, hands it off to Josh Raines, nothing up the middle, tries again. He's hit hard, but does pick up 1 yard, hit by J.J. Harris as he celebrates the big hit. Guthrie, okay, the clock moves and got a couple plays here. Guthrie needs the Duncan 47-yard line for a first down.
I think, we've talked about just get some time off this clock. Clock is you can't say your friend, but it's also your enemy right now. But you've got to get that clock just to keep moving, keep the ball on the ground.
Second down and 9. Play action. They're going to give it off to Raines as he'll bounce off and go to the right side. He'll get to at the 47, a 3-yard pickup. So third down and 6 upcoming. Boy, obviously you want a couple first downs but You also try to get in some field goal range for David Vargas.
No doubt. How big is that muffed extra point right now?
Huge.
I mean, it's, you always look back. It always seems those little things that many times people don't even really think about as part of the football game. You get to playoff football, those are the difference many, many times in the outcome of the games.
3rd down and 6. Kel Kaufman in at running back. 7:42 to play in the 4th. Jackson takes it out. He'll run for it and will lose 1 yard. Back at the 46-yard line. 4th down and 7. When Josh left the game, Phil, it was either a pass or Jackson Waddell keeper.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Well, this is a bad situation. Get down there, get a good punt down here, go down and cover, have good coverage on the punt. Let the Blue Jay defense come out here, keep that clock moving, approaching 7 minutes left of the ball game. Still in a good position for the Blue Jays.
David Vargas at his 35-yard line. It's a good snap. Here's the pressure, gets away. David with a good punt. It'll bounce at the 23, take a big Guthrie bounce, and Brody Hinkle probably could have let that go for a yard or maybe 2 more yards. I'm getting greedy. I'm getting greedy here.
A little bit.
But it's inside the 15-yard line, and a 39-yard punt by David Vargas, and my good partner Casey Porter would say, no return.
No return, brother. I tell you what, that's your best defensive player many times is your kicker.
Yeah.
And David continues to perform and to deliver for the Blue Jays. You couldn't really ask for a better situation. You've got 6:52 left in the contest. Blue Jays got them down on the 15-yard line, their own end zone, or their own side of the ball, own end of the field. Blue Jays keep doing what they've been doing. We're getting close to where a couple more series and this game's going to be in the wraps.
118 yards for Duncan on total offense tonight. They need to go 85 yards to tie this one. Looking to pass, going downfield, one-on-one coverage, and it's caught. And there's a big game, 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown. Javian Dangerfield, there is a flag down. 85-yard touchdown play.
I don't see a flag. Do you see a flag?
They're going to pick the flag up. No flag.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Demons. How quickly he can turn.
Well, and I'm not going to. I mean, you had a young man who hasn't played much all night. He was in there on defense, I guess, giving a blow, and just flat got beat on the play. And hello, Dolly. We're back in a contest.
Dangerfield, by the way, all-state caliber trackster. Yeah. We saw his speed there. They just threw it up one-on-one coverage and come down with it.
Yep.
Extra point away from tying it up. It's another poor snap. The kick is off, though, and it's good. 20-20. 6:37 to play in the ball game. The Demons aren't going away quite yet. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
On first down, the Duncan Demons go downfield. That results in an 85-yard touchdown reception from Javian Dangerfield. He caught it over C.J. Ward about the 40-yard line. Stayed on his feet.
It was over.
Cruised in at great speed.
Yeah.
And that play, one play, 85 yards, 15 seconds, ties the ball game up. 20-20, 6:37 to play in the ball game.
It's what you expect in playoff football, back and forth, great competitive ball game. Of course, we talked about it, Chris. We thought it'd be this kind of ball game.
Demons will kick left to right. My good buddy Jacob Unruh, we talked over the week, and he, after our conversation, he finished with Guthrie winning by 21-20. So his score is pretty darn close as this kick goes into the end zone, 5 yards deep. And so here comes the Guthrie offense. They got to go back to work here. You got You got plenty of time to go down the field. I was watching the Duncan Altus game. Of course, Guthrie's offense is way more completely different from Altus, but they put an 18-play touchdown drive together. If you can ever picture a perfect time to put an 18-play drive together to win it, this would be it.
6:37 left, 18-play
well, you got to rush
drive.
at the end. You got to rush at the end, but
hey, get it down there. Let Vargas come out and kick himself about a 4-yard field goal. That'd be beautiful.
he'll be kicking in the win if that is the case. Still got plenty of work to get there, though. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 receivers set. A low snap. It goes through the legs of Jackson. Jackson will fall on it inside the 10 near the 5-yard line. And again,
all night.
It's been all night, and Jackson, the shortstop, has come up with every single one of them. It was bound to happen. You're not going to go perfect on snaps that roll up to you. And that one goes to the legs of Jackson Waddell. It's a 14-yard loss. And now, second down and 24. Now you're just trying to protect your end zone.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot else you can say about that. I mean, it's been all night long, having me getting the ball back to the quarterback. Finally bites you.
10 seconds on the play clock. Second down and 24 from their own 6-yard line. Jackson. Lead play by Raines. Maybe the 9-yard line, maybe the 8. You just know it's coming. You just know exactly what play is coming. Third down and 21 upcoming. You can't get super aggressive.
No, there's just not much in your playbook when you're pinned back down and you're trying to get your own end zone. I mean, you're going to have to dial something up big here if you want to have any chance of keeping this drive alive.
Inside handoff worked earlier in the ball game. Marcellus Owens worked across the middle as well. We'll see what Duncan is going to have to spend a timeout. And see here, we're on break 18, and we got one. Oh, we're good on timeouts. We'll go ahead and leave it here and kind of dissect what we might see here in the next 5 minutes and 18 seconds as Duncan calls the timeout. Duncan has 2 timeouts left. Guthrie has all 3 of their timeouts left.
Well, it's been one of those back and forth games. The wind's really picking up, Chris. I'm looking at the flags on the goalpost. Now it's blowing as hard as it's blown all night, but it's been all about defense. Take out a couple big plays. Of course, that last series for Duncan, the big pass over C.J. Ward for the touchdown, but this is a big-time play right here. Blue Jays have got to figure out a way to at least get a few yards to get out of their end zone.
Yeah.
Give David Vargas an opportunity to punt the ball away into a very stiff wind. So I think if we don't convert here, the best you could ask for is probably about the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
So you've got a short field, probably be about 4 minutes left in the contest or in the ball game when Duncan takes the ball over. Remember, they got a field goal kicker that can flap boom it with a strong wind to his back. Everything's flipped. Crowd's back into it.
As they come to their feet. Duncan players and coaches asking for the home crowd advantage here. Third down and 21 from the Guthrie 9-yard line. Trips receivers to the far side. Jackson, shotgun snap from the 5. Here's the pressure, and Jackson's going to be sacked at the 1-yard line.
J.J. Harris completely blew that play up. I mean, just trucked number 6, Kel Kaufman, to make the tackle, put us down on the 1-yard line. Worst case scenario for the Blue Jays, going to be kicking out of the back of your own end zone.
And you have momentum on the other side.
Big time momentum on the other side.
4th down and 29. Boy, you would like a good punt here and a big Guthrie bounce. David Vargas back of the end zone as far as he can go without stepping out. It's a good snap at the numbers. David gets away. It's a low line drive punt. It bounces at the 31, at the 35, and Duncan will let this one go away. And Brody down at the 42. Brody can get a couple more yards if he lets it roll, but anyway, probably not a big difference between the 42 or 44 or 45. So here we go. We've talked about this Guthrie defense all night long. They got to make a stand here and try to give their offense one more chance here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the ball game. Duncan 20, Guthrie 20.
Got to have a big-time stand here, like you said, Chris. Would love to see an opportunity to get a pick six, but I think we're going to see a heavy dose of J.J. Harris here, trying to get in field goal position, if nothing else, again with that strong tailwind.
40-yard punt, first down and 10 for the Demons from the 41. J.J. Harris.
That's a hold.
At the 41, he's hit at the 40 for a 1-yard pickup. Flag down as David Scott, or excuse me, not David Scott, is that Campbell Leach?
Yeah, Campbell Leach absolutely tackled on that play.
He's slow to get up, but he is up, hobbling a little bit. It's going to be flag thrown at the 44-yard line, right where JJ got the ball. Referee threw that one. Everyone on the radio crew saw that one, and that will back him into Guthrie territory.
Well, that was a positive for the Blue Jays, obviously. Of course, you want to make sure Campbell's able to keep going, such a key cog to our defense. Looks like he's favoring a shoulder down there. Tough kid.
First down and 24, 4:13 and rolling left in the ball game, 20-20 ball game. Demons screen pass caught by Wilkins on the near side, 45 midfield, 40 and down at the Guthrie 36-yard line. Guthrie fans thought there might have been a hold, no flag. It's not a first down, but second down and 24 is now turned into third down, and we'll call it 6.
We're going to overlook what we all saw, but it doesn't matter. Chains move. Second down and 5 or 6 now, as you said, Chris.
3:42, 3:41. Second down and 5. Had to replay first down. Jumping the gun there. 4 receivers set, 3 receivers to the near side. From the 36-yard line, J.J. Harris gets the call across the 35. First down across the 30. Down at the 28, still moving the pile, and probably gets to the 27-yard line. Clock stops for the change to set at 3:25.
It's little things in ball games. You've got a 14-yard loss on a bad snap back to Jackson, pushes us back deeper. You got J.J. Harris blowing through the center field and absolutely blowing up our block coverage, put Jackson down on the 1. A decent kick. I've got it back out to the 41. And then just giving up these big plays, just not getting off the field.
Ball marked at the 28-yard line. Wilkins, the quarterback in there, takes a high snap. He goes across the 25, down near the 23-yard line. Momentum on the Demons side as we go under 3 minutes to go in this one. They know they're in field goal range, so I wouldn't see anything too fancy, just a little run on the left and a little run on the right, and don't turn it over.
You're just going to see a whole lot of running, as we said, Chris. Get the ball. They want to run the clock down as low as they can before they try this field goal.
Second down and 5 from the 23-yard line. Wilkins checks the sideline. He's the running quarterback, and usually when he's in there, he does run the football. 8 seconds on the play clock, takes the snap. He hands it off to his running back on the left side. There's a flag thrown, makes a move at the 20, busts to the 15, stays on his feet to the 10, and tackled out of bounds near the 6-yard line. But this one's coming back. It'll be a holding penalty on the Demons. Kuhnfield with the tackle, and there's the hold by Duncan. Clock stop, 2:25. 20-20 ball game. The winner will move on and play Collinsville next week in Collinsville.
It's a long old haul for the Duncan Demons if they come out on top tonight. Of course, everybody on this side's booing that call. I think again,
So the flag was about the 24-yard line, and that will back it up to the 34-yard line. Second down and about 17 yards. So, this is Demons still got a little bit of work to do here with 2:25 left in the ball game. Little Wilkins will try to run for it. David Scott gives chase, stays on his feet though, and Wilkins will go at the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 4 yards. So, third down and 12. A big play here. 2:09, 2:08, 2:07 to play. Could come down to a field goal. You got to stop them though. Third down and 12.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You got to stop them here. Big play. Play of the ball game right now.
Under 2 minutes to go. Third down and 12 from the 30-yard line. Ball's on the near hash mark. Sideline check. Demons with 11 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun snap. They hand it off to the senior J.J. Harris. Busts loose across the 25. Close to a first down. Tackled at the 20-yard line. Will be 1 yard shy of the first down. Clock 1:30, 1:29. What do you do here, Phil? You kick it and go for it.
I think you try the field goal. They're leaving their team out there on the field.
They went for it earlier in the ball game. Did not get it. Guthrie has 3 timeouts. Duncan has 2 timeouts. Duncan might let this one melt off. It'd be a 37-yard field goal attempt. I think Duncan wants to take a timeout and think about it. I don't think they've made their mind up quite yet.
That's a big decision. I mean, you go for it here, you don't convert. You're going to hear about it the rest of your life. You kick the field goal here.
There's a timeout.
Kick the field goal here. If it's bad, then there'll be people say, why didn't he go for it? I mean, it'll be,
56 seconds left in the ball game. Ball's at the 20. 4th down. We'll call it 2. Yeah. They need the 18. It's 4th down and 2.
Yeah. That's different than 4th down and 1.
It is. Let me check that. 4th down 2. Phil, what do you do?
I kicked the field goal.
I kicked the field goal too.
I mean, it's you got the wind to your back. You got a kid that kicked a 63-yarder to end practice the other night.
Here's my thinking. Kick the field goal. If you don't make it, Guthrie hasn't proved they can go downfield in 56 seconds.
No.
Take your chances in overtime.
Go to overtime, see what happens.
They do got a good field goal kicker. He kicked a 63-yard field goal to end practice earlier this week. He hadn't come out to football. Is he out there?
Nope.
I don't see him. Duncan will go for it. 4th down and 2 at the 20. They need the 18. Duncan fans are coming to their feet. Guthrie fans are already on their feet on the far side.
J.J. Harris is walking to the sideline. I don't know if that's part of the diversion or if that's part of the play, but there's something going on out there.
Don't jump off sides. Duncan calls a timeout. Yeah. Duncan calls a timeout. They're still there. Here comes the kicker.
Yeah.
Second timeout. He goes, you know what? I want to try to get them to jump off sides, but I don't want to take any chances of us jumping off sides. So let's just call a timeout and let's bring out our kicker. And kicker number. I thought I saw him come out there.
24, isn't it?
Yeah, is that him? Rafael Carrasco. He's a junior. Came out 2 weeks before football season was to start.
He makes this, and the Duncan holds on a win. He'll be a hero.
It will be a 37-yard field goal attempt. The ball is just inside the near hash mark. 56 seconds left on the game clock. Duncan, by the way, out of timeouts. Guthrie has 3 timeouts. Wind is behind the kicker, although it's kind of swirling a little bit. A little left to right.
Just an interesting situation. You don't know the thing. He's got the leg strength. What you don't know if he's got it between the ears right now to hold it together for this kick. I mean, he's obviously got a strong enough leg.
Been a few awkward snaps tonight. One was a bad snap.
Got to watch the ball here. You can't jump off sides.
Be an automatic first down if the Jays do jump. The holder is number 17, Caden Montgomery. 37-yard field goal attempt. It's a good snap. It's a good hold. The kick. No. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make it. And the Blue Jays hold. Did Marcellus Owens?
Marcellus got a piece of the ball, and I don't know what's going on the field now, but you got people down.
Just not a good celebration victory.
Okay.
4 seconds off the clock. 52 seconds left as the Blue Jays hold. Now, do you take a knee?
Well, you got your big time threat limping off the field after the celebration. So I don't know that. So now our deep threat's gone.
Still got 3 timeouts. You don't have to go all at one time, but hopefully he can get better quickly. David Vargas, longest field goal of the season, if I do recall correctly. Remember, he had a 42-yard field goal tonight. I believe his career long is 47 yards. So Blue Jays obviously need a lot of yards to go to get to that point.
We may play for overtime here, too.
You don't want to take any chances with your back against the end zone at your own 20. We'll see. 4 receivers set, 2 receivers to each side. Got to be smart here. Blue Jays will run for it. Looks like they're just going to play for overtime. To the 21-yard line. Guthrie will probably have to take one more snap to end regulation. It'll be the most scariest snap of all time. And Guthrie will have to take one more snap here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 9, it doesn't matter. You just want a good snap here. Or if it's a bad snap, you want Jackson to get on it quickly. Duncan's out of timeouts. Guthrie will take a knee here upon the snap. There's the snap, there's the knee. Well, 4 quarters wasn't good enough. We got to go to overtime.
Hello.
In the first round of the Oklahoma Class 5A playoffs. What a matchup here tonight in Duncan. McGinnis out this game on paper was the game of the week. Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
It's Guthrie Duncan in overtime.
There's no doubt this has definitely been the most interesting ball game played across the state tonight. Two defenses both playing really well. Offenses both kind of struggling throughout the game. Guthrie comes out in the second half, kind of gets some things going, but then the last couple drives has really kind of been slowed down. Of course, the good thing about overtime in high school football, Chris, you put her on the 10. How big of an old boy are you? I don't know who that favors. Of course, J.J. Harris you got J.J. Harris on the other side running the ball. I would think, of course, our defense been playing lights out. It's a pick-em situation, obviously, down here.
We can go over stats, but I don't think stats is a real big factor right now. After 4 quarters of football, 20-20, and we will have the coin toss out there.
Which is big.
To see who goes on offense first. Who goes on defense first. So you know what your offense has to do when it comes your turn. So Duncan won the toss to begin the ball game. So we'll see what happens here in overtime. And we're going to count on that wireless microphone to have a great coin toss so we can bring it to you live here on 93.7 FM KSBI. Daryl Jones back in our Stillwater studio.
And the mic's going to be perfect, I think. I think it's going to be perfect, Chris.
It needs to.
It's going to be perfect.
Parker's got to position himself. Parker, it's overtime. You got to play well here. You got to get on the other side of the official.
It's going to be good.
Okay. Here we go. Let's go downstairs with tonight's overtime coin toss.
Shake hands, man. It's a great game.
Dude, this is the best. It's fun. This is really fun, guys.
Okay. Flip this one time, okay? Whoever wins has got their choice. For the football, or if you want to go deep, whatever, it's your choice. Got a heads, I got a tails. I'm going to let it drop. What do you call it?
Tails.
Guthrie calls tails.
Tails, fellas. Tails.
Tails. Guthrie wins the toss.
We'll play defense.
You want to go defense. Which you guys want to go play on?
You want to go too.
Okay.
All right, we're on defense.
All right, Parker, appreciate that. Good job.
First part done.
Yes, you win the toss, and Duncan chooses this end zone to our right to defend. And so, my heart's chasing. I haven't felt the adrenaline in a long time.
It's been a while since we've been in this kind of situation. It really has. So this is Guthrie hasn't found themselves in too many overtime situations. I'm trying to think back. Do you remember one?
Duncan will be on offense to start the first overtime.
I don't. I do, but I don't know if I want to say.
Oh boy, was it these guys?
No.
Okay. Didn't end well. Go ahead and say, Chris.
10 years ago, Booker T. Washington. That was a double overtime game.
I forgot.
Yeah, you made me say it.
Oh, you know what? It's on me. It's on me.
I can look it up.
Field goal was good.
I can look it up here.
Field goal was good
on the laptop here in a little bit.
Did I mention it was good? Field goal was good. Field goal was good.
So Duncan Demons will have it. No, don't worry about game clock. That thing's turned off. It's all down to play clock now. So first and goal from the 10-yard line. The Duncan Demons will have first crack at it here. And the Duncan Demon fans have been waiting for this type of moment for a long, long time. 9-1 in the playoffs. Blue Jays 8-2 in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. It comes down to overtime. 3 receivers to the near side. J.J. Harris, it's a high snap. Quarterback comes down with it, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He might have leaned forward for a half a yard. Not much there, but a good job there by the quarterback just to get the snap.
Every little thing gets a little tighter.
Magnified.
Every little thing is just magnified. I mean, there's a lot of pressure down there on the field with these kids. The kids snapping the ball, you never talk about them, right, until something goes wrong.
Well, Guthrie's had a lot of turnovers this year, Phil. This would be the ideal situation. Grayson to throw for it. Looking in the end zone on the slant, and it's nicely broken up. Hector Gooseby broke up the play on the slant. Well defended. 3rd down and goal.
That's touchdown if Hector didn't get that right arm in there and break that ball up. I mean, absolutely fabulous play by Junior Hector Gooseby.
I hesitated because I was making sure there wasn't a flag. I was in my head, that better not be a flag, that better not be a flag. It's not. 3rd down and goal from the 9. You got to defend it again. You got to defend the pass here. Grayston. Take the shotgun snap. He wants to throw. Here's the pressure screen. It's batted down, and it's intercepted by Campbell. He's at the 30, 40. And it's going to stop. It doesn't matter. It's the interception. They cannot score in overtime like that.
The player of the year right there. Big time play.
Campbell Leach knocks it into the air, into his arms. Now Guthrie has got to score a touchdown or a field goal. If they do, they're moving on to the second round of the playoffs. What a play by Campbell Leach.
Unbelievable play by Campbell Leach. We got to get some composure up here and on the sideline for myself. That was an absolutely fabulous play by Campbell Leach. Like you said, goes up, knocks it down, somehow figures out a way to pick it off. We've talked about it all year. Turnovers are big. None bigger than that one.
Did I say that before that snap?
You did. You did.
I won't talk about it right now, but I'll talk about it all the way on the way to the house tonight.
I'll be sleeping the whole way.
Okay, here we go. Phil, Guthrie first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Blue Jays take a timeout. That's a good timeout to calm them down.
I kicked the field goal.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just telling you right now.
How about I let Josh Raines run it 2 times. I might let Jackson run it 1 time. Nothing fancy. And then
the only thing that worries me is we've been dribbling snaps back all night.
Yeah. Correct. In your back pocket here, David Vargas.
Yeah.
He's already made a 42-yard field goal tonight. He's made a 25-yard field goal tonight. I handed off 3 times, maybe twice to Josh. Maybe Jackson keeps it 1 time.
Yeah.
And so
you mind if I just don't watch?
Blue Jays trying to get to the second round of the playoffs for the first time since 2014. The Blue Jays have been in the playoffs 14 consecutive years.
Well, it's playoff football teams compared to kids that haven't been here. And I'm going to take nothing away from these Duncan Demons. They played a fabulous ball game.
David Vargas, he's coming on to win it right now, Phil.
I can't watch, boys.
He's coming to win it. David Vargas for a 27-yard game-winning field goal try in overtime. It's straight on. He's made 2 from 25 and 42. On first down and goal in overtime, Duncan will call a timeout.
Little ice job. You know, my advanced age, these heart palpitations probably aren't real good. This is, wow. Wow. I mean, I said that's what I'd do, but BB actually did it.
Hey, listen to this. Parker Burnett, let's go downstairs with a report. Who said go for it who said to kick it, Parker?
Coach Chappell came by, so I'll kick it right away right here. And looks like Baby's going to do that.
Coach Chappell says, kick the football.
Let me just tell you something. Chappell's the biggest daredevil I've ever seen when it comes to play calls. No, it's what you know. You got the tail to your, the wind to your. It's in your favor. I can't even talk right now. The wind's in your favor. You got a mule leg out there. It's all about between your ears. Can you step up? Can you deliver right here? You do. We're going to the second round.
Here we go.
I'm watching you, Chris.
27-yard field goal to send the Blue Jays to Collinsville, Oklahoma. Jackson Waddell, the holder. Snap, hold, kick.
Got it.
We'll see you in Collinsville. The Blue Jays win in overtime. The 9-1 Demons are stunned on their home field. The Blue Jays celebrate here in Halliburton Stadium. The crowd in Duncan is stunned. David Vargas with his 3rd field goal of the night. None bigger for the senior. 27 yards to win it.
Was it good? Oh, sweet Lord of my. I'll tell you what, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I won't get rid of all the suspense. Player of the game is number 36, Campbell Leach. And for a lot of reasons, but man, oh man, what a win for the Blue Jays. You know, your heart goes out for these Duncan kids. They've had a great year. It's a tough way to lose a ball game down here. But let me tell you something. Hold your head high, boys. 9-2 on the year. Great season. It's tough. It's tough. But, man, how happy are we for our Blue Jays?
Blue Jays 23, Duncan 20. Second round playoff will be against 11-0 Collinsville Cardinals. What a game in Duncan. Blue Jays down at one time 13-3.
I'm exhausted.
I think we'll take a timeout, compose ourselves, and we'll come back for an exciting Terror Insure Group post-game show. Guthrie North Church player of the game, Campbell Leach, no surprise. Also, we'll hear from head coach Kelly Beebe. Timeout. Blue Jays win. Blue Jays win. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste and you're golden. Golden chicken. Come on, I need this back.
Okay.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Linda here with Jim and our Red River Roofing crew. You've known us for 16 years of quality roofing services, and we are also proud installers of Diamond Coat pre-finished siding.
This quality wood siding product is scratch resistant, comes in custom color options, and will actually increase your home's resale value.
With a 30-year no-fade warranty, this siding is sure to impress.
Durability is #1, so choose a stylish exterior siding that will last.
Call today to boost your home's curb appeal with beautiful Diamond Coat siding. Visit us at redriverroofing.com.
Coming up next, it's the Terra Insure Group postgame show featuring stats, highlights, plays of the game, on-field interviews, and the player of the game.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back. Terra Insure Group post-game show. Blue Jays win it tonight in overtime, 23-20, in a game that was back and forth. Guthrie struck first with a field goal by David Vargas, 3-0, but Duncan made it a 13-3 game. Yeah. Guthrie's able to tie it up at 13-13. We'll go more into details here in a little bit. Then an 85-yard touchdown pass by Duncan tied the game up with 6:37 play in the fourth quarter. Both teams had chances late in the fourth, but it was a field goal missed by Duncan at the end of regulation. Guthrie comes through in overtime.
I think we're ready. We got Campbell down there wired up.
Oh, let's go downstairs with tonight's Guthrie North Church player of the game. It is Campbell Leach. And Campbell, there's a lot to talk about, but take us through that play in overtime.
Man, I just saw number 5, J.J. Harris. He just dropped back, looked like a screen, so I just read it perfectly and just caught the ball.
You know, Campbell, this is Phil here. I've been saying all year long, and I know you probably don't hear it, you're my MVP for this season for the Blue Jay team. You fight every down. You're playing through some pain tonight. I could tell you're hurting really bad. Get down to crunch time. You know, Chris Evans, you don't know this, he called what happened before you did it, and it was just unbelievable. But I will tell you something. Big-time players show up in big-time games, and that's what you did tonight. That's why I think we'll see you playing somewhere next year at the college level.
Thank you, sir. I couldn't have made that play without Marcellus Owens blocking that field goal. And, you know, I'm just proud of all my players. We play extremely hard and never gave up.
Talk about the emotion of the game, Campbell. You're down 13-3. Duncan had all the momentum in a town that's hungry for football this year. Take us when you're down 10 points. What's your mindset?
Man, just keep grinding like game's not over. We got 4 quarters, not over till the fat lady sings.
Take us through your thought process when it's first and goal in overtime from the 10 and they trot out David Vargas for the field goal. Take us through that.
Man, that was an amazing feeling. Just looking back at the Duncan student section and just.
Hey, Campbell, I gotta say, did it feel like?
Oh, you're breaking out. I can't hear him.
I'm sorry, Campbell. Did it feel like David was going to make it? I mean, as soon as he tried out there, it felt like he was going to make it.
Oh, I knew he was going to make it. I knew he was going to make it.
I'm glad you did, Gamble, because I couldn't watch. I turned around, I looked the other way. We all know he has the ability to make it, but my old heart could barely take it. I turned around, I watched Chris, and when I heard the call of Chris, great call, by the way, Chris, on that field goal to win the game, that's when I breathed again. But from all of us to you, young man, fabulous ball game, proud of you. Heading to Collinsville next week. First time we've been in the second round since 2014. Big time accomplishment for your senior class, for the whole ball club. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Flip it back over to number 18 there. We're going to talk to co-MVP, North Church MVP, most valuable player of the game tonight here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to get David set up here in just a little bit as the Blue Jays win it in overtime. Time now to visit with our Guthrie North Church player of the game, David Vargas. 25-yard field goal, a 42-yard field goal, but none bigger in overtime to send his team to the second round of the playoffs with a 27-yard field goal made. David Vargas. David, congratulations on the win. And the first question has got to be the thought process going out there first and goal, the confidence in your coaching staff and teammates to give it to you on first down and goal.
Yeah, I just want to thank my coaches for giving me the shot to send this game home and enjoy this ride home. And I just want to thank Coach Michaud and Coach Beebe for giving me the shot.
You know, David, we have a lot of fun throughout the year calling different plays about you. We talk about how you're a big old boy. You can play other things, but you like to kick the ball.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm pretty darn glad that you just want to kick the ball right about now. That was, we knew you had the leg, but a field goal to win the ball game in that situation, that's all about confidence. That's all about all those times you've lined up in practice. You talked about Coach Michaud working with you, preparing you. That's why you put in all that work. You stepped up there and you drilled it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so, you see on TV all the time game-winning field goals, and they go celebrate with their team. They go crazy. What was that like when it goes to the uprights and your team? Take us through that feeling. I'll never experience that moment, but what was it for you?
Oh, man, it was great. I'll never forget that moment. Took off. I was going to try to find Chris, but he was far away down, so I had to sprint a little more than I wanted to.
Well, it's too far to run, David. I mean, you got to conserve your energy. You don't want to run too far.
Yeah, I've talked to Chris about that one.
Hey, David, I've been wanting to talk to you all season about this, but how have you been able to get bigger and better? I mean, obviously, you have a strong leg, but obviously kicking, punting, all that stuff is so mental. How have you been able to kind of get better and better every week?
Hit the weight room. Coach Sanders does a great job in there. Just hit the weight room and take it one day at a time.
What's it like to go to the second round of the playoffs? I mean, it's any playoff game is huge, but what's it like to have another week of practice and go up to Collinsville and get a shot to go to the semifinals?
It feels great. I know. We've never really experienced this feeling, and it feels pretty darn good.
Well, congratulations, David Vargas. What a night to remember for you. 3 field goals, including the game winner. David Vargas, congratulations.
Thank you.
David Vargas and Campbell Leach, tonight's Guthrie North Church players of the game.
Wow.
Blue Jays win it in overtime, 23-20. We'll take a timeout. We got plenty more to go here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Come back, we'll talk to the head football coach of the Blue Jays, Coach Kelly Beebe. This is the Guthrie Terra Insure Group postgame show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
After this, we bring you more from the stadium as the Terra Insure Group postgame show continues.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back. Terra Insure Group post-game show, Halliburton Stadium, Duncan, Oklahoma, in the middle of Stevens County. The Blue Jays come on the road and take down the home team, Duncan Demons, in overtime. Final score, 23-20. Time now to visit with the Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe as his team is headed to the second round matchup. With that, let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
Guys, I'm down here with head coach Kelly Beebe. Coach, was there any second guessing there when you sent out David Vargas kick that field goal? What was the thought process there?
Well, we told Jackson if he had a bad snap to fall on it, we'd get 4 tries from the 10-yard line. Figured he could make one of them. He's an outstanding kicker. So no, there was no hesitation once we came up with the big play. Campbell kind of got through and got pressure like he does many times, and the tip ball pick, something he does in practice occasionally. So that was outstanding. First thing I want to talk about is Duncan. They have an outstanding football program team this year under the direction of J.T. Cobble. I told our players, our coaches, and anybody else I talked to during the week, I thought we were extremely evenly matched, and the play would come down to a couple of games. A couple of plays in the game would decide it. And that's kind of how it turned out. We had kids that just laid it on the line tonight. I thought Coach Mick called an outstanding ball game. A lot of times our offense, doesn't always get mentioned as much as it should. But I thought he made good adjustments, and we came out and I think scored 17 unanswered in the second half. Gave up the one play on the sideline to that outstanding kid, number 3. But great fan support tonight, and just an outstanding ball game. I mean, I'm so happy for these kids and these coaches. I told the boys before the game, that this was better than a first-round playoff team.
Yes.
That we needed to take the step with this bunch right here. I challenged them, to look around the room and to understand that this team will never be together again, and you got 48 minutes to hold it. So I'm extremely proud of that.
Well, Coach, this is Philly Boy up here. I know you talk about the kids and how proud you are of them, and rightfully so. I'm awful darn proud of the coaching staff. You talked about Coach Mick, the adjustments he's made. Outside of that one big play, your defense, I think this is the best game they've played all year. This played lights out on defense, but going to Collinsville next week, they win big tonight. Going to enjoy this, but got to get ready for next week.
Yeah, you know what? Coach Young, Coach Harmon, and Coach Woodard, along with Coach Rainwater and Reedus, they made some incredible defensive adjustments tonight. I trust those guys more and more all the time, and they understand the full grasp of the scheme, and they kind of moved some puzzle pieces around that were very, very effective for us as far as how they were trying to attack us and getting our personnel in the best position. And, Coach Rice, Coach Michoud, Coach Sanders, those guys by position did an outstanding job. I mean, you can't give enough credit in a game like this. Big plays everywhere, toughness, just toughness. We had a couple chances to kind of fold up, and so did they. And to each team's credit, they did. And that's what high school football is all about, especially at this stage in the game. It's about character kids, highly motivated, that are physical and want to go out and play for their town and for their brothers. And I think we saw that here tonight.
Coach, so many players, such a team victory tonight. David Vargas, 3 field goals. Josh Raines, coach, unofficially 17 carries, 80 yards. He came in and ran the football hard behind that offensive line. The offensive line gave Jackson a couple of key plays for a clean pocket to find Marcellus on a big first down at the 40-yard line just to your left.
Yeah, that's some of those things that a lot of, the average person may not understand is just flipping field position and those type of things on big plays, even if they don't result in scores. And we talked about it before the game, Michoud and Mick and I, we were going to take points anytime we got a chance. We were going to kick extra points. We were going to kick field goals. That's how you win games. You got to be able to run it. You got to be able to stop the run and hopefully affect the passer. And again, we did a pretty good job in the pass game tonight. I mean, we 7 gathered up and tackled, 3 gathered up and tackled, 10, 42 gathered up and tackled, and we left our linebackers at home quite a bit tonight because of their counter concept and how effective 5 was in the run game, so they could scrape over the top, play in the flat. And, Tarvey gathered some of that up to the edge, and then Whitfield just causing a big bang in. David and Campbell have been outstanding all year. We got some great minutes out of Hunter Thompson to let Josh run the ball a little bit more, along with Cale Kaufman. And then, Dominic. I mean, we do so much with Dominic. He plays coverage. He plays defensive end. He comes in and plays tight end. So just happy for all the kids. I thought the offensive line did what they had to do to protect when we needed it, run the ball when we needed it. And, don't know anything about Collinsville other than I know that they're massive. They're a run-first team, and they're real stingy on defense. So, big challenge for us. Looking forward to going on the road over there in the second round.
Coach, I know you kind of gone over it, but it is such a big win for you guys. I mean, to see the kids celebrate the way they did after plays, of course, after the game-winning field goal by David. Oh, by the way, when David goes out there, Coach, I think everyone all the players, all the coaches, all the radio people knew David was going to make that. And it was such a great decision there to send him out there because he's been so good all season long, all career long.
Yeah, I mean, and we knew we'd probably get the timeout, and he's such a pretty cool under fire kind of guy, which a good kicker's got to be, and we practice those special teams, endlessly. And my first head coach, Ed Cruzan, who's dead now, he said it a million times, is our most important point of the game, guys. Most important point. Anytime you put the ball on the kicker's foot, you got to have it, because then the big games that'll win it for you. And it turned out, what he kicked 4 field goals tonight?
Made 3.
Is that right? Made 3 field goals tonight. Yeah, made 3 field goals tonight.
Well, Coach, I'm glad that Chris is so confident because I couldn't watch it. I was up here ready to pass out.
Phil, you're military trained. Come on.
Military. Special ops didn't prepare me for this. This is a lot worse than a night jump into Central America. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. You just echo everything. We're proud of you guys. We're proud of the coaches. We talked about all the adjustments, all the great effort. Just proud of everybody on the field. I'm going to wrap it up by telling you, go celebrate with your kids a little bit more. Enjoy the ride home. I know you too well. You're already thinking about next week. So enjoy this a little bit, Coach.
We'll get some trade film. I'll call Coach Jones here in just a minute and get that going and get started on that. Which, number 5, JJ, we'd take him back over here at Guthrie.
Yeah.
He's an outstanding football player along with several others from them. But I sure thought they were a quality ball club and a classy ball club, and I thought we had a heck of a football game over here tonight. And I think we're real fortunate to be on top. Credit to our kids, credit to our coaches. Appreciate our fans and our band and our cheerleaders, and appreciate you guys.
Coach, congratulations. We'll see you in Collinsville.
Looking forward to it, man. Head
coach Kelly Beebe of the Guthrie Bluejays, who come to Duncan and take down the 9-1 Demons in overtime. Final score 23-20. Take another timeout. We still got plenty to go here in Stevens County. Back after this. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Don't go away. More of the Terra Insure Group postgame show in a moment.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Terra Insure Group postgame show here in Duncan, Oklahoma. Blue Jays in overtime take down the Duncan Demons. Final score 23-20. Braden Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Blue Jays, again, jumped out to a 3-0 lead. David Vargas, 25-yard field goal to give the Jays a first quarter lead. 3-0, 6:04 to play in the first. Duncan, 61-yard pick 6 to make it a 7-3 ball game. Now it came early in the second quarter. Duncan added to that with another touchdown, 15-yard touchdown run by J.J. Harris. The extra point was no good. I mean, you talked about it. You brought it up in the fourth quarter, how huge that snap over the head of the snapper was.
I mean,
or the holder, excuse me.
We're not in overtime without it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different outcome.
Yeah, 13-3 ball game. That was the halftime score. Duncan in the lead. And David Vargas in the third quarter, about the midway point of the third quarter, drilled a 42-yard field goal to make it a 13-6 ball game. Made it a one-score game.
After kicking at 38, penalty, backed it up to 42, kicks it again. So really, he had 4 field goals tonight.
That's why Coach Beebe probably said 4
right.
in his post-game interview. Guthrie ties the ball game up. 5-yard touchdown pass, Jackson Waddell to Marcellus Owens. Of course, it was set up by a big catch by Marcellus Owens at the 8-yard line. And that game was tied up 13-13 in the third quarter with 1:38 left to play. In the fourth quarter, 50 seconds into the fourth quarter, Guthrie got their lead back 20-13 on a 1-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines. 5 plays, 31 yards. And Guthrie is feeling good about themselves, 20-13. But about 4 minutes later, an 85-yard touchdown pass for the Duncan Demons. And they go one play, 85 yards to tie the game up at 20-20 with 6:37 left in the fourth quarter.
Nobody happier than C.J. Ward to come back and get the outcome of this game because, C.J. comes out a senior, just, got beat up against a kid that's faster than him. Kid got behind him. Guy made a perfect throw. Once he caught it, the only way he's not going to get in the end zone is if he steps out of bounds, hugs the sideline, goes in for a score, ties the ball game up.
Don't forget that on that touchdown drive by Guthrie to take a 7-point lead, 2013, there was a fourth down play. Guthrie went for it and got the first down by half a football for the first down on a mark that was close.
Generous
for
spot.
Jackson for Guthrie. That was a big play there. Of course, in regulation, or toward the end of the fourth quarter, Duncan got the ball on their side of the field. They had a penalty to move them back, but they tried it down the field, and they were just taking time. They knew they had a kicker. Kicker with about under a minute left in the game goes in for a 37-yard field goal attempt. Never made it. Marcellus Owens able to get a hand on that one to make sure he didn't go through the uprights. And then Guthrie goes into overtime. In overtime, Campbell Leach bats the ball up. I think it was third down.
Yeah.
It was third down. Bats it up into the air. It falls down into his hands. And you can't return that, so you have to go play offense. And Guthrie didn't play offense. They brought out David Vargas on first down and goal for a 27-yard field goal attempt, and I didn't have time to say, but Coach Beebe did in his postgame show. If it's a bad snap, fall on it and work on the way there. Good snap, good hold. Kick was good. Guthrie wins it in overtime, 23-20. We will take our final timeout here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show. When we come back, we will set the second round playoffs for you in 5A. That includes the Guthrie Bluejays, who improved to 9-2. Back after this. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Welcome back. Terra Insure Group post-game show here in Duncan, Oklahoma. Our final segment here as the Blue Jays take down the Duncan Demons 23-20 great season by Duncan. They were 3 wins, 4-win season in the past 5 years. They come into the season on the first-year head coach, Coach Cobble, turns the program around just like that. They go 9-2 to finish their season, and it's been a long time since Duncan beat Altus and Locke MacArthur in the same season. They did that. They came off an emotional win last week over Altus, blew them out 42-14. You were kind of thinking, how will Duncan handle that? And I think they handled it well. They lost one of the best players a couple weeks ago, and that's part of the game. But Duncan, it was good to see the community rally behind Duncan this entire year. They got excited as the season went on, and back in Guthrie, we know that feeling.
Yeah, I mean, this is you like to see. Of course, this is a heavy group of senior kids down here for Duncan, but they've got a great coaching staff. They got great fan support. And they, in their own right, and it's been some time, they've had a winning tradition here. And so I look for Duncan to continue on this path and to have success. But the story tonight, the Blue Jays just for refusing to give up and just kept battling and battling and battling. And just an incredible way to finish the ball game for our Blue Jays.
Real quick, no upsets in Class 6A1 or 6A2. Everything went pretty much as scheduled. Okay, let's take a look at the Class 5A bracket. These games will be played next week. Game time yet to be decided. More than likely be 7 o'clock. Right now it's 7:30, but put that on TBA. More than likely will be moved to a 7 o'clock game, but we'll let the coaches talk about that and decide what they will do. We'll know probably sometime this weekend on the exact time on the kickoff next week. It will be the Ardmore Tigers hosting Coweta. As Ardmore wins over Piedmont tonight 42-13, or it might have been 42-3. I'm not sure. I can't read my handwriting right now. But it'll be Ardmore and Coweta in round number 2. Again, that game in Ardmore. Bishop Kelly takes down Skytook tonight. Final score there, 31-0. Bishop Kelly will play Bishop McGinnis. Bishop McGinnis takes it to Altus, 38-14.
Surprise there for me.
47. So 70-28. Altus has been outscored in the last 2 weeks, 70-28. So it's a rival. Bishop Kelly, Bishop McGinnis, and they play every single year in the non-district. They play for keeps in the playoffs next week.
I think we know what game's going to be play or game of the week. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And you said it, big time rivals. Of course, regular season this year, McGinnis gets them. Kelly's going to get their opportunity for some revenge and see how that turns out. Of course, I think if you got Dominic, if you got Richardson on your team, you got any game you got him, you got to go in as the favorite.
McGinnis won it earlier this year. That game is in Tulsa next week. Bottom half of the bracket, the Carl Albert Titans, a little bit closer than many people thought. It was 7-7 at halftime. But Carl Albert defense shuts out El Reno second half to win it 28-7. Carl Albert now has a 33-game winning streak, and they will take on the Claremore Zebras as the Zebras take down Edison Prep 34-7. Claremore and Guthrie are the 2 teams to go on the road and win tonight in Class 5A football. Collinsville took it to Ada tonight. Collinsville now 11-0. They won tonight 41-7. And, of course, they will take on the Blue Jays as they win it in overtime over Duncan 23-20.
Of course, that Collinsville and Ada game was 8-7 at half.
Okay.
So all those points came in the second half, and it sounds like Collinsville, talk about adjustments, made a few and came out and just rolled up the Cougars. But, this Blue Jay team is just – they're scrappy. I mean, I keep trying to think of a way to best describe it. It's just scrappy. Yeah. They just keep fighting. They'll drive you crazy sometimes. Yes. They'll do some of these things. You just sit around and you go, "Gosh, darn, what? I mean, what are you thinking?" But tell you what, you can never question these kids' determination and their just will to fight and win. And so, great win for the Blue Jays. Great win for Coach Kelly Beebe. Of course, last year was such a trying season for everybody. Still made the playoffs, but not what the Blue Jays are used to in Guthrie. But, boy, I tell you, a season like this will quickly make you forget about a year like last year.
Absolutely. Blue Jays improved to 9-2 on the year. More importantly, 1-0 in the playoffs. Duncan ends their season tonight with a record of 9-2. Their only losses this year coming to Ardmore and Guthrie. That'll do it here on the broadcast, as it was all right, how about the equipment got better in the second half as well? It was just a great second half.
I prayed.
Yeah, thank you. Always works. Always keeping number one.
Big man.
Absolutely. All right, that'll do it for the broadcast. Hey, big thank you to Daryl Jones back in our Stillwater studio.
Good job, Daryl.
He always does a great job. We appreciate our good friends in Stillwater, and mark us down for another game next week.
Another game next week. Parker, I feel bad for Parker. 2 weeks in a row, he comes out, does a great job. Equipment's not helping.
I know. We got to readjust. Yeah. We got to work on the equipment.
I mean, don't get it wrong. I mean, guy that was on the sideline for 47 years. I'm kind of glad he struggled a little bit, but he does a great job, and we appreciate him. Of course, Flecky always delivers. So we got the best camera crew in the business, so we're feeling pretty good. The only thing that's going to make this better, we're getting ready to have a very, very expensive dinner on you.
Oh, hey, you know what? Happy times tonight in Duncan. That's okay.
Right.
Final score for the final time tonight, Stevens County, Duncan, Oklahoma, inside Halliburton Stadium. The Blue Jays on a David Vargas game-winning field goal in overtime of 27 yards stuns the home crowd in Duncan. Final score, 23-20. For Braden Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. Our next broadcast 1 week from tonight in Collinsville, Oklahoma. Second round of the Class 5A playoffs. The Guthrie Blue Jays taking on the Collinsville Cardinals. Until then, have a great weekend, have a great night, and as always, go Blue Jays.
You've been listening to Guthrie Blue Jay Football, home of the 4-time state champions on the Guthrie Radio Network. Guthrie Football 2018 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Guthrie North Church, love God, love people, follow Jesus. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by F&M Bank, Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Nelson Monument Company, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Red River Roofing, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.